All right, we're live right into it. Do my normal checks to make sure that I am live on the channel and all that. I'll let some people get in here and all that. So, yep.
I'll join.
Looks like it's live. Well,
I got the notification. You are live.
okay. Yeah, I do see that there is a live on my channel right now. So that's good. We're good to go there. And then I think I just have my Twitter. Let's see about that. Should be going. Yep, I see that as well. Prefer to watch on why. All right. Well, and I mess up the link immediately. Awesome stuff. All right. Well, we're live and alive. It's ready for Blue Jays Mariners, the rubber match in the 3-game series, the first series since the ALCS last year. Mariners end up losing game 1 0-2, and then end up winning yesterday's game 11-0. So that was a fun one, and now it's the time for one of these teams to try to win this series. Hopefully the Mariners, obviously, and see what we can do. We got Trey Savage versus Emerson Hancock. That's going to be a fun one. See if the offense can get some magic going against Trey Savage. They'll be wearing the Seattle Steelheads tributes tonight, as it is Sunday. So looking forward to that. We got Jay on here. Jay, how you doing? How you feeling? How's the series going for you? All that good stuff.
Yesterday felt really good. Definitely a game felt like that they kind of needed, and haven't had one of those in a while where just start to finish feels like the Mariners have dominated. So feeling pretty good to get a series win today. Like you said, after a win like yesterday, a little bit of confidence coming in. So hopefully they can keep it going and then get the W today and feel pretty good. And 3 games over 500, 5-1 homestand. I think exactly what the team needs. So hopefully they can get it done today.
Yeah, I agree. They need to win this series. I think it's, not only just in general do you need to keep winning series, but also, I mean, obviously the opponent, it would feel good to get this series win and, get some momentum going into a road trip to get before the All-Star break. Gonna do a little Instagram post there. All right. Oh no, it didn't. I gotta do this. Yep, there we go. All right. Thank you, Dorian. Love you, Papa. Thank you so much for being a member for 16 months. I appreciate it. Peppy, yay, go Mariners. Let's go, Peppy. Back in the stream. Appreciate you for watching. Hopefully it's a good experience. Yeah, it's going to be a good game. I think both teams want to win this badly, obviously. Savage has had a good season thus far. I think like 3.23 ERA, something along that line. Emerson Hancock obviously been kind of, I don't want to say necessarily on the downturn, but like he just hasn't been as effective as he was for those first, month and a half of the season. It feels like his tank is starting to run out a little bit. So that's something to monitor. However, part of having an 11-0 victory last night is you didn't use up any of your major bullpen arms. Logan goes 7.1, and then Cole Wilcox, I think, finished it out. So, you have your full bullpen ready to go. You have the off day tomorrow. So I think it should be kind of an all hands on deck type of thing, even if Hancock is struggling. So, yeah, should be an interesting game to see how this goes. I'm very excited to get into it. We're waiting for the Peacock broadcast to get going, as well as I guess they're waiting until like right as the game starts to go. So interesting, but I guess is what it is. Serenity, hello, Serenity.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good. How are you guys?
Good.
Doing all right. Ready to hopefully watch a series win. That's how I'm feeling. We were just talking how yesterday's game with Logan pitching so well and the offense doing their job. We have a full bullpen ready to go. So feeling good about our chances.
Yeah, we
How are you
finally
feeling,
get to
Serenity?
enjoy a really good game all around for once.
Yeah, For sure. That was definitely a therapeutic game last night, considering game one was maybe the most eye gouging game they've had in like
Yeah,
a
complete
long time, and that's
180.
saying something. So yeah, that was certainly tough. But we redeemed it. Randy redeemed himself last night with the grand slam and all that. So yeah, hopefully we can keep that going. Let me find the lineups for today so we can go over that really quick as we get into the game beginning in only a couple minutes. Let me find it. As I said earlier, Trey Savage, Emerson Hancock on the bump for their respective clubs. So today, the opposing team, Toronto Blue Jays, batting leadoff, Nathan Lucas with Vladimir Guerrero Jr. behind in the 2, Okamoto in the 3, Alejandro Kirk at catcher, Dalton Varsho in center, Ernie Clement at shortstop. I don't know his first name, but last of keys for designated hitter for the Blue Jays. Luis
Sean.
Urias is back at second base, and then Pinango in left field for the Blue Jays. On the Mariners side, leading off J.P. Crawford, then Randy Arozarena in the 2 with Julio out on the 7-day concussion IL, Cal Raleigh in the 3, Josh Naylor batting cleanup, Luke Raley in right field, Cole Young in second base, Mitch Garver behind the dish, and then rounding out the lineup, Colt Emerson at short and Victor Robles in center field. Looks like on the MLB app, the guys are taking the field right now, so first pitch is imminent. So
No can zone.
no can zone today. I'm not totally surprised in the sense of, like, I know he's still hitting nukes even with a bad hamstring, but like they kind of have to give him days off, and you have to get Garver sometimes. So like he's just the odd man out in that sense too. So it's kind of like the injury plus the odd man out issue, like that type of thing. I think it's not as surprising, but it is still incredible that even with a, not the best hamstring, that he's still hitting nukes. So
That's a good
two
call.
homers since then, and both to right center field since his injury. So
And you're right. He probably can't play the field. I didn't even think of that because I said, well, we'll just put him in right. But you're right. He probably can't play in the field right now or to any sort of major league level. So, yeah, good point.
yeah,
Kind of no other way to do it.
for sure. All right. Well, the broadcast is now starting, so we are almost there. Now, yep.
I will
first
say
pitch
one
is right
thing to
around the
look
corner.
out for today. Yes, for the Savage, he has been really up and down, even though he's limited like runs contact wise. So it's gonna be hard to get contact off of him. But if you look at his game logs, he's been basically 0 walks or 6 walks, 6 walks or 0 walks, like back and forth. It's gonna be a little bit like yesterday with Shane Bieber. Shane Bieber kind of lost all command, and we took advantage of that. We kind of have to do the same thing today.
Yeah, so Trey Savage's last start came on June 29th against the Mets. He went 6.2 innings pitched, only 3 hits, 1 earned run on a homer, and only 3 strikeouts. So the strikeout numbers are not very high right now. Before then, 5.2 against Houston, 1 earned run on 2 hits, 5 strikeouts, but also 5 walks. So yeah, it'll be interesting. Just they have to have a good approach. I mean, yeah, the walks are crazy. 3-2-0. 2-7-2-6-0-5-0. Like that's
He hasn't
wow.
gone back-to-back starts with 0 walks. So
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. So I mean, you have to hope that the Mariners, offense is going to be, taking a mature approach tonight and kind of letting him find the strike zone and letting him give you pitches in the zone to hit, pretty much. And if he's not, just try not to chase too much. It'll be interesting to see if Cal Raleigh, after that moonshot of a homer last night, hadn't had one since he came off the IL. See if maybe he's starting to get jump started a little bit. Obviously, that would be really nice before this All-Star break. So lots of things to look out for. Randy Arozarena, had a pretty terrible game 1 and then a just electric game 2, a double, the grand slam, all that. So see if he can continue that as well. But yeah, lots to look out for. At the end of the day, though, like I said earlier, they got to win this series. I think both teams feel that way regardless. I mean, it's not unique to the Mariners, but win this series, then you have a 5-1 homestand before a road trip to Miami, and I don't
Pretty tough
remember
road trip.
a second destination.
But both both Florida teams were going to Tampa and Miami.
Yeah. So Florida road trip, Miami, Miami and Tampa Bay to get into the All-Star break. So this is weird.
two of
It's
the
a
hottest
Peacock
teams in
stream, but
baseball.
why is Aaron Goldsmith and Hyphen on my screen? Why are they the broadcast team for
I
a
think
Peacock?
it's because every game in baseball today is on NBC and Peacock, so everyone has their normal announcers.
So it's
I
like,
think.
oh, okay. So it's not like a group of announcers because of that. It's not like a third party announcing.
I believe
crew.
so.
Okay. I was expecting a third party announcing crew.
Yeah, there's a couple that are national. I think like Braves, Mets, and Cubs, Cardinals. But like the rest are all. But I don't know how they're determining which local broadcast gets to be, because I was watching Phillies Royals and it was the Phillies broadcast team. So I don't know how they've determined this, like why it's on Peacock. But some good news. Tigers up 6-1 on the Rangers.
Nice.
Is Houston playing yet?
Yeah, they're up 1-0.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I think they're playing the Tigers right now, right?
Rays.
Rays. Oh, yeah, that's
right.
Tigers,
Rangers. Yeah.
Yeah. Jordan was
Also, the A's are currently losing to the Marlins.
Okay.
2-0.
The A's last win a game. I feel like they've just been on like a free fall.
No, 3-0. As I said that.
Yeah, A's have kind of been faltering a little bit. It's kind of become a Rangers Mariners race right now. I mean, they're not super far behind. I think they're only like 3.5. So I mean, it's not like they can't overcome that, of course, but it's certainly they've been falling behind kind of very steadily, but like very slowly. It's like a trickling, thing, But also the Mariners have kind of done that too. Like they were in first place for a little while, and then they went behind the Rangers, and now they're back in first place. So yeah. All right, so I'm gonna do my best.
Oh, sorry.
Well, go ahead.
I was gonna say a big part of the A's struggles is, which I don't think a lot of people are even talking about, is that Shea Langoliers has been really bad.
Well, now he's injured, so
also that he's for the past month or so he's been pretty subpar. Besides the occasional homer.
Yep.
They lost Rooker for the year, and Soderstrom and Wilson are out too. So
yeah. Doesn't help. I mean, because their big thing, their biggest strength is their offense, and if without those guys, I mean, it's gonna be hard.
I don't know what the severity of Langoliers' injury is.
I know it's a hand thing, so I don't know.
Like a left thumb, something.
Yeah, that sounds right. All right, so going into it, if you're watching the stream, I'm going to do my best at play-by-play. I'm terrible at play-by-play, so you'll get to learn that if you're new to this. If you watched this before, buckle up again. I'm going to try to do my best for this. There's obviously some Blue Jays players' names that I don't really know how to pronounce for sure. So, yeah, but still, have a good time. And yeah.
Today I get to learn why the play-by-play guys have their jobs. No, I'm kidding. Let's see. Langoliers' injuries categorized as a left thumb contusion.
First pitch from Emerson Hancock to Nathan Lucas is in there for a strike. Not going to have the balls and strikes on the scoreboard, as that just felt a little too tedious to keep up with. So it's a score, inning, and outs, and who's on base. So that's what you'll get from me today. Second pitch is a ball, high and inside from Hancock. Nathan Lucas, 733 OPS on the season. Notably had a big resurgence after a bout of vertigo, and finally when that subsided, he started hitting a lot better. Shocker. And Emerson Hancock now has a 1-2 count.
My first beef that Peacock's not using the steel heads for the score bug, the logo.
Oh, yeah, I just noticed that. Terrible stuff. Peacock.
Didn't they use it for the Cleveland game beginning of the year?
I don't think they did, because I remember being mad about it then. I think I couldn't be wrong.
You
on
might
that,
be
though.
right. I can't recall.
Nathan Lucas swings and misses on a back foot slider from Emerson Hancock, or back foot sweeper, might I add, for out number 1, Vladimir Guerrero
Funny
Jr.
enough, also a game started by Emerson Hancock.
Oh, there you go.
That's true. That's right. He's the official Peacock starter.
Makes sense.
First pitch to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is a ball sweeper outside. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. got voted on as the starter first baseman for the American League in the All-Star game, even though his OPS is under 700 right now on the season. And he pokes one to Randy Arozarena. It's going to go over his head, hit off the base of the wall. He's going to look for 2. Randy Arozarena firing it in, and he gets there in time. It's going to be a double for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Right as I'm talking about his OPS being low. So, all right. And that brings up Kazuma Okamoto. Yeah, that was a hanging sinker from Hancock on the inside part of the plate. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. likes to hit in T-Mobile Park. Saw that last year in the postseason. So, 1 on, 1 out for Hancock. 1 runner in scoring position already for the Blue Jays. Okamoto swings through a inside fastball for strike 1. Okamoto's been pretty decent to start his year. It's been, I know a lot of people wanted the Mariners to get him in the offseason. Ends up going to the Blue Jays, and, I know and it's going to be a pop up to Victor Robles in center field. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. I do not think is going to advance to third, and he is not. It's going to be out number 2. That brings up Alejandro Kirk. But no, Okamoto's he's been hitting pretty well. I mean, obviously there's always that question of like those MPB guys. Is their bat going to translate to the major leagues? And so far so good for Okamoto, I'd say. 773 OPS is pretty good for, first year in the major leagues, and see if he keeps it going. And also pretty good glove as well.
He's someone I really wanted in the offseason.
He and that's Alejandro Kirk, a chopper to JP Crawford at third base. Is the throw going to be good? It is for out number 3.
Nice.
A fairly quick not 1-2-3 inning, but a fairly quick top of the first for Emerson Hancock. JP Crawford, Randy Arozarena, and Cal Raleigh going to be leading off in bottom of the first. No, and that's what's crazy is Okamoto actually probably would have fit pretty well at this point. Like, he probably would have been really nice because we have JP Crawford playing third base. Okamoto's glove obviously better. Now, I mean, you like JP Crawford's bat to still be in the lineup, but he would have really helped. Now, granted, you wouldn't have been able to see the Brendan Donovan injuries mounting up like they have, where, it feels like you can't even remember the last time he played for the Mariners. Like, it felt like we got a couple weeks of him and then he was gone, but he would have fit really well right about now, which is very ironic.
Did he make
remember the talk about Okamoto was that people were questioning his fit at third base. Most people were looking at him as a first baseman.
Yeah.
That could maybe good, play third. And he's been solid, like not crazy by any means, but he's been capable at the position, and he's translated his power really well. I think he's got like a 15% barrel rate, which is pretty high.
Yeah, he's been a good signing for the Blue Jays. I think they've knocked a lot of their off-season additions out of the park. It's just kind of been those guys that you need to be relying on, like Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Alejandro Kirk has missed a bunch of time. He's been fine when he is playing, but sounds
really familiar.
Played as much. Yeah, I know. It honestly, they've mirrored the Mariners a lot, but the Mariners get the privilege of playing in the AL West and not the AL East. So that helps.
Also, haven't had as many starter issues, I would say, as compared to Toronto.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Like, we have a pretty, obviously we have a deep enough rotation to have a 6-man going right now, right? And everyone's pretty solid. I mean, Luis Castillo has certainly found his groove a bit the last month or so. But the Blue Jays, I mean, they really only have, 2 guys? So they have, Gosman's kind of been okay
Osmond's
this
been
year.
like rough the past couple
Yeah.
weeks.
Yeah, Cease has been obviously fantastic. Yeah, Savage has been good, but outside of that, I mean, Bieber's been hurt and just coming back, and he's not been great in the first 3 starts. Obviously, we saw last night. You know, they have Scherzer as well. So, all right. So we have a quick 1-1 count to JP Crawford. Was initially called a ball, but he went around a little bit. So
So he swung on that, huh?
I guess so. I didn't think he did, but whatever. It was a challenge? I don't understand. Okay.
No,
There's a
it's
confusion on the
2-1.
field, but
Yeah.
it's a 1-1 count. So
I think Kirk tried to challenge it, but they said it was a swing.
Savage spikes a fastball in the dirt for ball 2. 2-1 count to JP Crawford.
No,
JP's slugging
Savage just
190.
kind of. Oh, sorry. Anyway.
No, you're good. Go for it.
I was gonna say he's got the same mix that we kind of saw in the playoffs last year. He's really a 2-pitch pitcher. His slider is there, but it's like not really there at the same time. It's just kind of a pitch he throws, and it's not really that good. His fastball and splitter though is very, very good. So basically like a right-handed Robbie Ray without the slider.
It's not really surprising though with the way he delivers the ball. I you know, JP
He's very
Crawford works a
receptive.
leadoff walk, so we like Serenity was mentioning earlier, the walk
Yep.
issues.
Yep. Good.
come
Already
back to
playing.
bite him.
Already showing up.
Yeah, again, already first batter into the game's already walking better.
Yeah.
It's always nice
No,
when
I-
your calls one batter in are coming to fruition.
Yeah, immediately. No, well, I was gonna say with you, Savage, like he's just such an over the top arm motion that like it kind of makes sense that a slider would be tough for him with the how you have to throw a slider for it to be effective. So it makes sense that a fastball and a splitter works for him.
Ooh.
Like I think that was a slider that was right down the middle, but it didn't look like it didn't break much at all. It didn't. There was no like horizontal movement at all.
Looked pretty meaty.
Zorena quickly in an 0-2 count.
There's another one.
Like a slider right down the middle and then a fastball. I think it was a fastball at the very top of the zone.
That was another slider.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I was kind of
Yeah,
second
both
guessing
sliders,
myself on
but-
that.
It didn't move, so it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't really
I know
move a
it.
lot.
It almost looks like a change up in a way.
Yeah.
Just there's almost no horizontal movement. It's just all like just straight down. It's like a slow splitter. I don't know.
Kind of effectively looks like it, yeah.
Randy Rosarena now evens the count at 2-2. Oh, who's that? Dom. What's up, Dom? Hello. How's it going?
How you
Hello.
doing, Jake, Jay,
What's up,
Serenity?
Doing
How you
good.
doing, guys?
Doing all right. 2-2. And Randy Rosarena pokes that to left field. It's going to hang up for, I don't know who that is.
Pinyongo.
Penyango, my bad. Keeps JP Crawford at first base. Yeah.
Now, you know what would be nice to see? It would be nice to see Cal make another swing like he did yesterday on the splitter low and in.
He had a
Just
couple
hit
that
it
hit
out.
the home run. He had a foul ball too that was hit pretty well. I mean, I know that's not anything, but definitely certainly encouraging. And just at this point, to see anything that Cal's pulling with a little pop is nice to see.
Yeah, because I think the
Absolutely.
main issue is with Cal currently, or since he came back at least, has been his timing because he's
Yeah.
reduced his chasing at certain points. He's still chasing the high fastball, but that's like normal. He's always done that. It's his timing. You could tell like in the first game, the Louis Varland at bat in the 9th when he swung through that fastball, he was like 8 years late.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's been a timing thing for him all year.
Pretty
So,
much.
What
Have
I
some hope
noticed
that-
yesterday, though.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. So all the, I honestly wasn't able to watch the game. I had 4th of July plans, so I watched the recap. I was like 3 minutes. Usually I watch at least the highlights, the 10-minute one. And
The
then
condensed.
I watched
game.
these. Yeah, 3-minute one. And I see all these swings on sliders that are like every run scoring. Every RBI is off a slider, and I'm like, watching them back, like looking. Is it like something in the kick? Right? Is it something with the hands? I can't really tell. I'm not the expert to tell exactly what it is, but all the hitters saw that slider of Bieber's and of later in the game, Cal off of, I forget what the pitcher's name was.
Nance.
Mako,
Nance,
right?
exactly.
Oh, okay.
Or yeah, Mako was before that, and I think there was
Yeah.
one that maybe he threw to can't zone, but yeah, I noticed that, and I'm like, was there a timing thing that the hitting coaches, Kevin Seitzer, Bobby Magallanes, Edgar, anybody noticed and fixed, or just was it Bieber's slider in particular? Yeah.
I
Cal
will
Raleigh
say
strikes
one
out on a
thing.
fastball down and away for out number 2, bringing up Josh Naylor.
One thing I'm noticing at least since yesterday, because I saw someone else, which I can't remember who, pointed it out on Twitter. If you saw on that strikeout, Cal's kind of got like a mini toe tap now. He had it on the homer yesterday as well.
I did
Yeah, I
notice
saw
that. That
someone
was
point that
the
out too. Yeah.
first thing I noticed. He's heel. He ends up on his.
Naylor.
He ends up on his
Go
front heel a lot, like at the end of his swing, which it doesn't seem like where you want to be,
Right.
So maybe
Yeah,
that toe tap helps with that too.
I need someone to do like a swing analysis from last year to this year and diagnose the issue. So there's got to be something going on.
I think for sure. I think like how many homers do you think Cal Raleigh ends up at this year?
Well, he's what? He's only at like 3 right now, isn't he? Like,
He's actually at 9.
He's actually at 9.
Oh,
He's at
really?
9.
Okay. Well,
he had the 7
gotcha.
or like the 5 and 7 days.
Yeah, that's
at the end
right.
of
Yeah.
April.
I think he ends at like 25, probably.
I was gonna say 20.
Josh Naylor, a rifle right to Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Ooh.
to end the inning. So Mariners get a leadoff walk that they strand at first base going into the top of the second. See if Emerson Hancock
Oh,
can keep
man.
it going.
That might have been a double down the line if Vlad doesn't catch that.
Potentially, yeah.
I think answering like a homer prediction for Cal of all players is kind of hard because
He could rifle off like 10 in 12 games.
Yeah, he could. If he
anytime.
finds his timing again, he could easily have like 15 in like a month,
Yeah.
but not exactly. But you know what I mean. So, yeah, I think if he has 9 now, I would like to say like anywhere to like you guys have said 20 to 25 is probably safe, but who knows?
Which is unfortunate, and I mean, I think it's very unlikely that he gets his year back to a acceptable level. Like I think it's probably just going to be a down year regardless. Not saying he can't figure it out a little bit, but I just think these first few months being as bad as they have been have really, kind of cemented like whatever he does. And like he would have to go on the tear of all tears to like make it, fine at the end, or to, match like at least a acceptable career norm. So it'll be interesting to see what happens next year. Like that'll be, I think, a very big sign of what's to come for him. I mean, it's hard to care about next year when you want to win the World Series now, and like you really can only focus on right now. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you have this dude for another 5-6 years, whatever the extension was. So it's just like he obviously cannot keep doing this, but at the same time, I do have faith that, guys will have down years, right? Like it's going to happen in Major League Baseball. It's very rare that people don't have at least one kind of just like down year that happens. And, you can just hope that he returns to his 2023, 2024 self at least. And if he does, then that's perfectly acceptable.
Well, and with the team being, in first place, and I still think we'll win the division, it doesn't take much to still make it a memorable season. Like Bryce Miller, kind of a lost year last year, but still was able to help the team big time down the stretch. So team can stay in first, and Cal has one big month or something that can put the team into the 2 seed and a bye. Like, then, hey, that's kind of the beauty of being in contention. It doesn't have to be great all the way through either. I mean, you'd love for it. It'd be better if it was, but it doesn't have to be.
Yeah, and imagine if he did exactly that, like Miller down the stretch, and then he carried that into the playoffs like he did as well. And then, like, those are some of my favorite starts of the playoffs last year, especially after Game 5 of the ALDS. I think everyone was excited obviously for the ALCS game 1, but like a lot of people realistically were like, oh my god, all our pitchers are dead. How are we going to win this game? And then Miller goes out there and tosses 6 innings of 1-run ball. It was crazy.
And that first inning gives up the leadoff home to Springer. Then I think Luke's had like 11 pitch walk or something. And I wasn't even mad. I'm like, you know what? We didn't have any time off. Maybe win game 2, go back to Seattle split. It's all good, whatever. And then just to bounce back there and throw literally, I think had like 1 base runner through after the first 2 hitters reached.
It was a masterclass.
Like at the end of the day, I don't really care as long as they win their division, like fine. But I think there will always be Ernie Clement pokes one into left field to
pitch off the plate. Ernie Clement gets a hit.
Of
That's
course.
Fun.
Yeah. But there is a little bit of a disappointment where it's like, I mean, like if we're being realistic, this team should win the division by like 10 games. Like they're that talented. It's just, I mean, at the end of the day, you have to just win the division, take it one step at a time, you know, get into the postseason, then you can focus on a seed and all that. And then, you know, I think you have the pitching that can certainly help. I mean, the bullpen's obviously a little shaky, but like, I think you have the pitching that will be very effective in the postseason. And I mean, at that point, we may have Kate Anderson. We may have, I mean, I think we're going to have Kate Anderson this year in some way. You may have Ryan Sloan. Like, what is that going to look like, especially in a postseason, you know, either series or push or whatever? It's going to be August and September are going to be interesting months. Just like we have a lot to look forward to, which is nice.
Yeah, I think the bare minimum. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Dom.
Yeah. I think I like what you guys are all saying about, you know, kind of spacing things out throughout the year. And that's why, I mean, even though it's not the best thing for YouTube, like to have like game 095, right? Like this is game 91, 091. Like I always acknowledge, you know, what game out of 162 it is, because I don't know, like there's certain times where, you know, where I'll think back about certain weeks and I'll be like, that was a fever dream, right? Like, you know, remember that week where our lineup was literally, I don't know, 7 spots different than it is, you know, this week on the regular. And that was only like, you know, 2.5 months ago. And then you have things like that, you know, our rotation was more than half different than it is now. And that's why, like, I had this weird other, you know, vision.
Luis Urias has a 1. OPS. Can we not? Okay, sorry.
Luis Urias. No, exactly. Luis Urias. I mean, I remember the way I thought about Luis Urias at certain times. And yeah, anyway, so I had this weird like vision of, you know, today when I woke up, you know, looking at the scores for today, you know, looking at the pitchers that are going today. I'm thinking about Kyle Tucker for some reason. I'm like, Kyle Tucker's been so bad with the Dodgers, like stats wise so far. You know, it hasn't been particularly because of an injury or anything. But I'm thinking about the postseason, and I'm like, I know Kyle Tucker is just going to go win them a series in the postseason. Oh, yeah. I just know it. And that's the thing, like with Cal, like, what if Cal did the same thing, which, you know, you guys are kind of saying the same thing. It's like, what if Cal just goes and does hit, you know, has his best series in October? Like, he could be a moments player. I mean, I hate to,
we already know he is.
I had to go cross sport here. I mean, Cristiano Ronaldo at this point in his career, right? His year, right? He's not doing that much for the Portuguese national team. He doesn't play within the 11 of the team as. Oh, yep. Okay. Got out of the inning. I'm a little bit behind here on this stream, like 20 seconds, but
no, you're good.
Yeah, no, like Cristiano Ronaldo is a moments player for Portugal. He doesn't link up the play with their team, you know? So when they play a better team, you know, some people even say, oh, take him off, you know, to put in a guy who helps the rest of the team who are in their primes, you know, who have, you know, basically more power and speed, you know, go, you know, and a better batting average at this point in their career, you know, go win the game for him. And Cal might just be the guy that, like, you still want him in the 3-hole in the postseason in a year where he's hitting. What is his batting average going to be? I don't know, 220, you know, 25 homers. Yeah. And he could be the guy that advances you. I mean, and that if you really have this bullpen, you know, of death that we've heard things about, that's an advantage that, you know, that's another pathway to having an advantage. Like we're just trying to, you know, figure out what advantages can the team gain in the next, I don't know, month before it's like you're kind of playing with what you got, and like this team still has so many paths to the the playoffs, to really, like, this AL is so weak. I mean, where would you guys rank the AL or the Mariners in terms of AL teams, and like odds to make the World Series?
I mean, like
On-
realistically,
Top
it-
three.
like second probably or third.
And who do you guys put one?
Yankees, you,
still?
Blue Jays.
Probably the Yankees
probably.
with Judge for sure.
Yeah, as long as they get Judge back, and
Yeah.
I would agree.
I mean, the Rays would scare the heck out of me in a playoff series just because they seem to play the exact baseball that kills the Mariners. But I think Yankees and Rays, I don't like one of them will cancel the other out. Maybe not. You might have to face the Rays in a DS or the Yankees. But so to me, it's second. I still think it's Yankees, Mariners. And then even though the Rays are in first place, like the Yankees are on like a pretty big losing streak. So the Yankees might not even win the East. So, I mean, honestly, like I think the Rays are overperforming. I think the Yankees are better, but they don't have Judge. And I'm probably getting way ahead after an 11-0 win and riding the high. But you could make a case Mariners won because their path is just going to be easier, more than likely. I mean, you don't know. We haven't clinched anything yet. But, I mean, you could make the case for that.
Yeah. I think we have to see how the bracket turns out before, like you can truly answer that question. Like, I mean, I do think they're a top 3 team in the AL for sure. So I do think like healthy and all that, once Brash is back and Brendan Donovan in this lineup, stuff like that. But yeah, I think we had to also see the bracket because if they're playing the Yankees round 1, then I'm going to be like, okay, I'm crapping my pants a little bit for that. So yeah. Luke
I would
Riley
also be
has a
really
full count
scared
now.
about the Rays on the road.
Oh,
in Tampa, they are insane this year.
Luke Raley pops one to the left or the right center gap. It's down for a hit. That's going to be extra bases. Lead off double for Luke Raley.
Oh, really? It's his first hit in like a month.
Let's go. Yeah, he's looked
Exaggerating, but he's been kind of rough.
But not really exaggerating.
Well, he gets into those spurts where and he looks the exact same each time, where it's just like swing, chase, done. Like it's like 3-4 pitches max, and he's gone. He's just
He's also
whipping
playing
out of
through
his
that
shoes.
forearm issue probably as well because of all the other injuries.
Which
and
we
stuff.
don't know how much that's affecting his bat or not. But yeah, I mean, there's everyone's banged up. It feels like the only Cole Young, for example, doesn't, but like feels like everyone has something going on. Which I guess naturally they all do have something going on, so whatever. But
Two varying degrees.
yeah.
Productive
Cole
out there
Young,
from Cole Young.
broken bat to the right side of the infield is going to be out, but it's going to move Rayleigh over to third base. So, got a runner at third base, 90 feet away from scoring with 2 outs to
Since we're talking
play
about
with.
playoffs. Can Garver do what he did in Game 5 of the ALDS here?
Yeah,
There we go, right?
Mitch Garver, yep, up to bat.
At least.
I feel like I haven't seen Mitch Garver take a plate appearance in a while. I don't remember last time I saw him.
It's been a minute.
So
I feel like.
I don't think they've been doing a good job of getting him in once a series recently.
Agreed.
I've been thinking about Garver a lot recently, just because we need these righty bats. Yeah, we haven't seen him, and his walk rate was just so high for so much of the year. He was top 5 in the MLB in walk rate. Wasn't a qualified hitter, but it was walking 20% of the time. I don't know, through May.
Yep.
And right on cue here, 3-0.
So Jay is a good 5 to 6 seconds ahead of me, but you're fine.
I'll stop. Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. You're ahead of me. We're all very much ahead of Dom. And so
I was watching yesterday's game. 11-0 we win.
Yeah.
Basically.
Randy bases loaded. What?
Basically.
It's nice paint.
Hey, I hope
Savage
I hope
3-1.
so. Imagine if we could get an 11 zip game on
Again, I'll take it.
Raise the Trident stream.
I'll take it.
That
Yep.
run differential.
All right. Mitch Garver 3-1 is fouled off. It's now full count. They're
Let's
making the
not blow
Savage
a
pitch.
3-0
They're
count.
letting him spray a little bit, which has been nice to see. Not a whole lot of chase yet. And now the full count to Garver. Stepping in the batter's box. And the pitch is a strikeout ABS challenge from Garver, but it looks like it caught
Ooh, he's gonna
the
lose
strike
that
zone.
one.
He's gonna
I think
lose
it's
it.
going to be a lost challenge here. Yeah, about half the ball in the zone. That is going to be a strikeout of Garver. So that means Colt Emerson's going to come up with a runner on third, but 2 outs. See if he can get Rayleigh to cross home plate. Get the first run of the game going. I didn't even realize I was John Olerud until right now.
Oh, I didn't either. I didn't. I was going to ask who was that. I just not used to seeing without the helmet.
Yeah. It took me a second. I'm like, that kind of looks like John Olerud. Then I heard him say John. I'm like, okay, cool. All right. It's Colt Emerson, 0-1, and the pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2. Quick 0-2 count, chasing that high fastball.
Really set up for a splitter here. Kind of expecting that.
Yeah. Hung it, but is fouled off
Ooh.
for strike, or not, sorry, strike 2. So
What's a splitter? It was a
continues
bad
an 0-2
one.
count.
I'm a good 2 pitches behind. I'm okay, like 30 seconds
And he
behind.
swings and misses through a high fastball to end the inning. So the threat is avoided from Savage. Going into the top of the third, 0-0 on the board. I'm going to have
38 pitches through
Pinango,
2.
Lucas, and Guerrero Jr. up to bat.
They are making him work for it, but
Yeah. What's
Nothing
his pitch
yet.
count at? It's at
38.
38 pitches through 2. Hancock's only at 19 right now, so he's been quite a bit more efficient.
Yeah,
Honestly,
oh, sorry. We have
Jake,
3 people there.
so-
Sorry.
I always keep doing it too. But Jake, you mentioned the chase rate low, so 14% for Savage. That's really low. He'd probably usually the Mariners have been ending up at like 40% chase rate, super duper high, with the opposing pitcher also having a low zone rate, like not throwing the ball in the zone, and the Mariners are chasing it way out of the zone. And that's how you see these pitchers racking up a lot of whiffs versus the Mariners. And I mean, obviously getting weak contact. Then the strike percentage will be super high, like 68%, and that's just like the recipe. So I mean, since the Cantillo start, I felt like, oh, the big weakness is curveball low. Like that was a pretty disgusting showing, and
Yeah.
I mean his is really good, but still, that's like a little bit hard to watch. Savage is doing all like this high cheese stuff, but I guess it started really working this inning. So we'll see.
I can imagine with his arm slot, that high cheese is pretty hard to lay off. So,
Yeah.
I was going to say, one thing I am curious about in this game is surely I would imagine Gabe Spire is going to be pitching at some point because he has not pitched in a week. And I'm kind of worried about how that's going to go because, rust and stuff. But I was really hoping he pitched yesterday because, like I said, he hadn't pitched since, I think, the 28th of June. So, not sure what's going on with that.
Well, let's talk about earlier. Go ahead, Jay.
I was saying, and they went to Ferrer. What game was it? I was like, they went to Ferrer over Spire when Spire hadn't pitched. I forgot what was, maybe in the Angels game. I don't remember. And I remember that just kind of making, or Ferrer was getting warm and Spire wasn't even up. And I'm like, Ferrer's pitched 3 out of 4. Spire hasn't pitched in like 4 days. What?
Yeah.
Like a little nervous about that.
They're not really willing to use, I don't know, Spires. I mean, as much as Ferrer, obviously. Like, I'm just of the opinion that he was so good last year. He doesn't look like he's that much worse this year. I think you do have to work him in a little bit more.
I think it's been a struggle for Dan, is just because there's been so many times when like guys have been used, but then and I get not wanting to overuse a Munoz and save these guys, but man, they'll go like 8 days. Either they're getting blowout wins or losing. I'm like, you got to work. And I know it's tough because the manager go, okay, I'm going to get Munoz work. Then the next 5 games are all close. And you're like, oh, if I hadn't used him in that blowout game, we might have had him for this. So it's something I get on Dan for, because I know that's not easy, but do you think they need to do a little bit better job of working the guys in a little bit? Even if it's just like a batter, I guess you got to face 3, but if it's just for the 3, just be like, okay, you got some work in. I don't care what happens. You're coming out.
Yeah, it's proactive, and it is like a believe in your guys thing. And that's where I think that's what I believe Dan to be like at first. And I think at this point, I think that it's clear that he's it's really collaborative with the organization as far as stuff to use in certain situations. Which I know, Jake, you've talked about a lot about that this season. It's like, I don't know. Do you think that he could get back to somehow, like what Jay's saying, using your guys more proactively, just okay, we're giving you this work, as opposed and doing it from maybe a managerial standpoint of I'm the player's manager. I trust all my guys. I'm giving them this work because, they're on the roster. This is their spot. If they're not even playing here, then why be on the roster?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's tough in Munoz's case because he's been very open about how specifically last year when they did keep him as a 9th inning only guy, that it was helpful for him mentally to know what his specific role is, right? Because before then, they were flexing him into the 8th inning. He was getting those 4 out, 5 out saves, all that stuff. And he said it helped him mentally a lot to know what his role was. Like, he knows I am only going in a save opportunity in the 9th inning or, a tie game, whatever. But the hard part that you kind of get from that is that baseball is not a sport where I think you can be so strict on your bullpen roles, because it will come back to bite you, because baseball is such a weird game that you have to be flexible to a degree. I'm not saying, Munoz has to be ready to pitch in the 6th or the 7th or whatever, or, but I think he has to be ready to pitch in the 8th sometimes, or he has to at least know it could happen. And then as far as the pitching, the how frequent you are, I mean, I do agree with Jay's point to a degree of, you can't, you don't want to pitch him due to the fact that you haven't used him recently, and then the next few games are all save opportunities, whatever. But the counter I would have to that is kind of similar. It's still a flexibility thing. It's you can't predict what's going to happen the next 3 games. You have to take it day by day and take what's in front of you. And I do think, and Munoz's stats show that he is more effective when he is pitched, not on short rest, but, he doesn't stay inactive for too long. Like there are stats that prove that if, when he is going 3 or more days of rest, that he is less effective. So maybe you need to have a routine with Munoz where every 3rd game you are pitching. Like if you have not pitched the 2 games prior, you are pitching that 3rd game somehow, some way, right? Even if it's only for 1 out, right? To end an inning or whatever. If let's say you're losing badly, but it's just, I think there needs to be I understand how it's helpful for Munoz to have a specific role. I think there needs to be a happy medium here of flexibility where it's not so flexible to where he never knows if he's going into a game or not. But also strict enough where you can pitch him so that he is not just sitting here for 5 days in a row and not pitching, because it's proven statistically that he's ineffective at that point. And then in the playoffs, all bets should be off. I'm sorry, but
the playoffs.
You need to be ready to pitch when 4th inning on. I'm sorry.
And they did that. They had Brash in a 3rd inning last year, Spire. So playoffs different animal.
Yeah,
I would
but
say
and that was their problem last year. I'm sorry, like that was a little bit of the problem. Like, and I'm not trying to be one of those people's like you should have put Munoz instead of Pizarro, because I think you can make a case for both of those moves regardless. However, the playoffs cannot be a well Munoz only pitches the ninth in a save situation. It can't it can't be. You know what I mean? So
absolutely.
really quick to recap that last half inning because we didn't talk about it at all. In the top of the third, Emerson Hancock gets Pinango to fly out to left field. Nathan Lucas flies out to center, and then Vladimir Guerrero Jr. on a broken bat, soft fly out to Cole Young at second base. So quick 1-2-3 for him. So still looking good on that front. Victor Robles is leading off for the Mariners, and then it'll go back to the top of the order. JP Crawford and Randy Rosarena. Brandon, hey chat, and Jake and Dom, what's going on, Brandon? Thanks for stopping by. We appreciate you. Victor Robles, a little flare, drops in to the outfield grass. Another leadoff base runner. That's 3 in a row for the Mariners. See if they can actually cash in this time with the top of the order coming up.
Robles
JP
was
Crawford.
the one player I was excited to watch at the plate today, just because I think he deserves more at bats versus righties. I think he's like you look back at the 290 something season that he hit like half a season in 2024. He had almost even splits batting average wise. So also his contact tool, it's streaky, but I think it works against both sides almost identically. So excited to see this.
He's had better at bats since playing every day for Julio. I mean, obviously we want Julio back in there, but his at bats have looked a lot better.
I agree.
Getting him hot.
He almost had that homer yesterday. I thought it was
Yeah, he's had a couple
honestly.
warning track.
He's had a
ones. I think,
couple
on the
like that.
Yeah.
I think he's
Power
getting
hitter
hot.
Victor Robles.
He hit 20 homers or like 19 one year, and it was kind of out of the blue. And it looked like it was more of like a pull air rate thing.
Welcome, Aaron,
so-
with the D-backs hat. Get that
Aaron,
shit
what's up,
off,
Aaron?
man. Just kidding. got another team's fan in here. Now, Aaron, welcome to the stream.
No, I'm tuned in. I'm watching Emerson Hancock. He's doing well.
Emerson Hancock hoops. Have to tune in. It's appointment viewing right now.
Yep, absolutely. No, I've been
World Cup
loving
and
what
Emerson Hancock.
I've been absolutely loving the Miller and Hancock duo there. How well those guys have done for you guys. So that's exciting.
Yeah. Surprising. It's single-handed. Emerson Hancock pitching like a legit big leaguer this year has almost ruined the franchise's season in certain ways. But yeah, I mean, it's been nice.
It's that arm slot change. That's
oh yeah,
absolutely.
And the
massive.
pitch mix, it's a little bit different. You know, it's less. And JP Crawford another walk. It's two rocks in a row. Whoa, walks in a row. And now we have runners on first and second with no outs. But no, I mean, because he was more not over the top. He was never like a savage, but obviously had the arm slot more like the 3/4 like you normally see, and it was more force. It was more sinker slider, and now almost the 45-degree arm slot, and it's a lot more sweeper. Four seam, which has been working very well still. Totally. And I can say, and I'll say it forever, I was at the first Emerson Hancock new look game against the Rockies last year. That was the first time I was like, whoa, why is he throwing like that? Like, that's kind of crazy. And he pitched really well against the Rockies. I mean, granted, 2024 Rockies. Rosarena, chopper to third base, is out at first, but it moves the runners over to second and third. So
yeah,
now
and, when you drafted Hancock, he's got all this talent. He's viewed very highly. I mean, he always had some questions. He takes a long time to kind of find his niche, find how he's going to work it out. I mean, if he can make this work, that's pretty huge for the franchise. Just to have another arm. And it kind of frees you up to move around some pieces with the top end of that rotation if you're not going to be able to extend like a Logan. Like
Cal Raleigh, a hit to right field is caught by Lucas. Victor Robles going home. He is going to get there. So a sac fly for Raleigh. And the Mariners are on the board first. They finally score someone in scoring position. Since now it's
contact there from Cal too.
Yeah, solid, just right at someone. So
Yep.
unfortunate in that front, but Victor Robles gets to home, and we now have runner on the board. A runner on the board. What am I saying? God,
got
a run
this.
on the board, and we have runner at second, 2 outs. So hey, we'll take it.
Well, that's
And
three.
Josh Naylor up now too, who rocketed one right to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. earlier.
Mhm.
Jay, what were you gonna say?
I say that's now 3 hits in the last 2 games that Cal's had, the foul ball, the home run, and that line drive. They were hit pretty hard. I mean, we're looking for things, right? And he hasn't done that in the last week. So
Yep.
hopefully encouraging sign.
See if Josh Naylor can score JP from second. It is going to be hit to left field, but it's going to hang up for Pinango, and it's going to be out number 3. But the Mariners get one on a sac
Man,
fly.
on the
We
board.
love sac flies here on Raise the Trident. We do. And we get one there. Up to the plate for the Blue Jays is going to be Kazuma Okamoto leading off, Alejandro Kirk, and Dalton Varsho. All right. Here we go. See if we
Man, that
can,
Emerson Hancock start. I'm just like reliving it now. That you mentioned it because I was at that game as well, and I remember watching it. That whole series was fun. The Rockies almost did the same thing with McCade Brown, who had 10 strikeouts against us that Tuesday.
Oh my god.
Remember that?
And then Hancock was the Thursday game, which at that point we'd already clinched everything. We like locked up the seed, number 2 seed or whatever, before the game even started with the Cleveland result. Hancock, 10 swinging strikes on 51 pitches, sinker sweeper. I've got to look at his arm angle just from this start, because I think
I have
they might.
I have one of the most embarrassing stories of a ballpark thing that I've had, like the most embarrassing moment at the ballpark I've had from that game. So I went up with my family, so both my kids and with my wife, and I had been hyping up the whole time that if the Mariners either hit a homer or when they win, that fireworks go off. Obviously, kids excited to see fireworks, right? Super excited. And it also is a bark at the park night, okay? Now, I don't put 2 and 2 together on what the fate of my hyping up is going to be with it being bark at the park. So we get to the end of the game, right? At that point, we were winning. I don't remember the score at all, but we were for sure going to win. And it's at the very end of the game, so people had kind of already filed out in the rows ahead of us. So, and we were kind of under the overhang a little bit from where we were sitting. So I'm like, okay, they're about to win, so we need to go. Like, let's go move up. We went like 5 rows behind, the 5 rows deep, basically. And, we're looking up at the tower, and I'm just like, okay, guys, as soon as they win, you look up there, and they win, right? Final out. Look up there, look up there. Nothing coming from the tower at all. Nothing at all. No fireworks, no nothing. And I have a video of this, by the way, and you can hear me being like, uh-oh. What? Like that type of thing. So my little kids, who are very much excited to watch fireworks, don't get any. It doesn't click until after the fact. Oh, it's Bark at the Park. Of course they don't do fireworks for Bark at the Park. Now I know, but my God, did I feel like the worst parent in the world for those 5 minutes.
You got a long drive home too to win that. Like,
well, we were staying the night, thankfully, but yes,
Okay.
It was very, very embarrassing. That's for sure. So, Hancock struck out Okamoto for out number 1 of the 4th. But yeah, that was rough. I need to find that video, and I need to see if I can play it up here, because it was so. I mean, you can just audibly hear me crawling into my skin as I realize. All right.
I have Hancock going in fantasy, and I need him to get like, I don't know, 14 strikeouts again to win me that category. So
he's done it
probably
before.
not going to happen, but he's done it before.
Yeah, 3. You're moving. He's good pitch counts and shapes. So just need to...
Oh yeah.
You got a chance.
Oh yeah. By the way, Aaron, how do you feel about having twice the number of All-Stars the Mariners do?
Oh yeah, no, that's I mean, Carroll was a shoe-in, obviously, and Erod's just been so good. So I'm excited for him. I mean, he's been in the league 11 years, and this is his first All-Star game. So, yeah, no, that's exciting. I'm surprised that the Mariners only have one, especially seeing as you guys are in much better playoff shape than we are right now. But you know, I guess leagues and just general. I mean, the bottom half of our roster is significantly worse than the bottom half of yours right now. So,
Yeah.
fair enough, I guess.
Yeah, the Mariners
Yeah.
just kind of a lot of this. There's no there's no
Yeah.
one really just having that I mean, I think Logan, Bryson, Hancock
Yep.
could all go, but
Mhm.
nobody's been outside of really Randy having like a spectacular season, and then the names aren't big enough. Where I mean, Julio obviously is like Cole Young,
Mhm.
not a big enough name
Exactly.
yet, so you
Ken
just end up.
Dillon.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Yeah, and the big names do make a difference in All-Star voting, unfortunately.
I was glad that Erod
Fan
got
voting
MVP
and
backs.
somewhat player voting.
He was so good. I remember the start for Venezuela in the championship,
Yeah.
final
Yeah.
game of the World Baseball Classic. He was so good, and everybody's just like, oh, like how is Eduardo Rodriguez, just destroying the, Team USA, the chosen team, and like we all thought it was like, oh, nice
Mhm.
performance, nice story, but it turns out he
He's
figured
got-
out something that was going to be repetitive for a couple
He's
months.
got like just over a 2 ERA right now. Over like I think it's about to be like 115 innings or something. So he's doing very well, and it's mainly being that like finesse guy, just hitting the spots, not striking out a ton of guys. He's had a few games that have been like 2 strikeouts, 3 strikeouts, 7 innings pitched, and he's just doing his thing. But if you look back, he was good with the Red Sox, but then especially his platform year with the Tigers, he was really good. I mean, the Dodgers tried trading for him, but then he was like, he used his no trade clause. Didn't want to go to LA. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's been
I
impressive.
remember that because I remember Dodger fans just flipping out like, who wouldn't
Yeah.
want to come here? I was like, good for you, Erod. Good for you, man.
Yep. And then immediately signs with the Diamondbacks.
Yep.
But no, I mean he's had a rough few years with us though. He obviously it was him and Jordan Montgomery that both signed for 20+ million after the 2023 season, and everyone was like, "Oh man, we've got like this crazy rotation now," and then both of them just fall off a cliff. And then he had a rough year last year, but now he's really. Usually with those big pitcher contracts, you're looking for like one big season. And he's delivering. So,
Yep.
It's also right now it's World Cup season, so I'm definitely tuned into the Brazil-Norway game right now.
Oh, same.
Yeah, Holland just fully taken over. So that's pretty.
Halligan's red card overturned. How crazy is that?
Oh yeah,
or not overturned, but it
Suspended.
wasn't
Suspended.
overturned. Suspended. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, they said in the article that they did that for Ronaldo earlier in this
Before the
tournament,
year.
apparently.
For the
So
year in qualifying.
it's not like it's some outlandish thing that's never happened, but
It's still
you also
pretty
have to
Ronaldo,
imagine
yeah.
there's a bit of a that wouldn't happen to some random role player. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Totally. For Ronaldo, it was the World Cup qualifying that he had it in, and then it would have rolled over into the World Cup. I do think that would be a little bit harsh, to have it roll into the World Cup.
Yeah.
Like if it's a league game, and you get it, it doesn't count towards the Champions League. So I don't know.
It
I
was
think
also a
that's
couple
kinda,
games longer, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a lot
Yeah.
longer. Yeah. But yeah, they suspended that, or at least I think that one was partially suspended with some kind of probation thing. But yeah, no, this card is fully suspended as far as I'm aware. And then of course my team got knocked out freaking immediately.
Who was
In the
that?
knockout stage, Germany just
Oh
devastating.
boy.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that game was just
crazy game.
yikes.
Well, Emerson
They've had a-
Hancock is through
overtime.
4 scoreless innings right now. 4.0, only 2 hits
Heck
allowed,
yeah.
3 Ks right now. So he is rolling. I think he's only at like 50 pitches exactly. So
Nice.
good start thus far for him.
You've got a chance, Don. You've got a chance.
11 strikeouts and
Hey, if it happens,
He's
it
got to
will be
turn
a-
into prime Kerry Wood the rest of the way.
That's right. I mean, he looks honestly, he's more Merrill Kelly than sometimes you take that over Zach Gallen, I guess.
Yeah.
But at least Zach Gallen has a better chance of giving you 14 Ks when you're way behind fantasy baseball.
I think Zach. I mean, he had a game against the Yankees where he struck out like 12, but
Yeah.
don't underestimate Kelly, man. When that changeup gets going, he can rock up double-digit Ks too. Right.
Oh yeah. Do you think
Yeah.
that it's gonna get going this year at any point? He hasn't done that this year, has it?
I don't know. It doesn't look like it though. It looks like
Yeah.
it looks really rough.
Yeah.
But yesterday was by far his best start of the year, I think. So
All right.
Okay, I need to.
we've got a video.
We do have a
Let's see
video.
it,
I'm
too.
trying to find a layout that makes sense for this. Oh God.
Jay, I feel like I haven't talked to you in a while either, so it's good to see you.
yeah, no, good to say. What would you say, mate? Sorry, you said Jake.
Yeah, I said yeah.
Oh.
No, you. Yeah, I haven't
Okay.
seen you for at least a good couple of these streams, so it's good to see you.
I got to
again.
get you on a post game, Dom.
Absolutely, I'd love to have you on as well on
Yeah.
the podcast.
Let's plan it this
so
week
Is
if
the
you can
last
come
out
on.
of that. This is the last
Absolutely.
out of that game, and you'll hear the problem. Oh, great frame. Okay. That's it. That's it. Yeah. Panning over to the tower, waiting for the fireworks. Just they would be happening by now. Just stay there for such a long time. Dude.
It's back.
Why? Oh my God! Did they not do it?
Silence is deafening.
Oh my God! Did they not do it? Oh, so funny.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Tragic.
Oh, I'm gonna get copyright claim for that damn music now, but whatever. So
Yikes.
I stayed so long. I was so committed to it. I'm like, they're gonna do it. It's gotta be a. I thought it was a malfunction. That's why I was staying on it for so long. Oh, and then it clicked. I'm like, oh, it's Park at the Park. No, my bad. But yeah, I don't even know if I've been to a game with them since then. So maybe I need to still make it up to them.
To be
For
fair,
baseball.
I mean, I've been to a lot of games. I don't know if I would have known that Park to the Park like immediately. Like I wouldn't have noticed because they keep it in like one section. And sometimes you go to Park to the
Well,
Park, don't notice until the second.
I
inning.
knew it was Bark at the Park because earlier we were standing in that like zigzag stair thing, and
Oh.
that's where they take the dogs up. So like we saw the dogs, we knew it was Bark at the Park. I just didn't put it together that they would not do fireworks for that game to respect
know
the
what-
dogs.
I never would have either. I never would
At
have like
least it-
immediately.
At Chase Field, they do like a dog parade before the game
Yeah.
too.
Mhm.
That goes all the way around like the warning track.
I did the media credential on Monday, last Monday for the game 1 of the Angels, and it was Bark at the Park. And yeah, they did that. They did a parade after the game. So I was watching the dogs more or less run the bases after the game when people were filing out. So that was kind of nice.
That's I love watching the kids run the bases. Yeah, like I remember when I was little, I had like my full uniform that I used to wear. You know, my like I had like the gray Seattle, you know, everything.
Yeah.
And full uniform. I had cleats on and everything. I run, and my dad always tells the story. I slid like head first. I'm like 4 probably, and everybody's like, "Whoa," you know. But I was
Whoa,
like
Ricky
sprinting.
Henderson here.
Yeah,
Picks up the
I was
bags.
Ichiro. that's a good memory. I hope kids, still get to do that. I'm sure dogs like it too.
They
Even though
do.
they don't even know.
They do.
They don't even know what it means.
Yeah.
But they think it's cool.
I didn't see any of them defecate or pee on the field, which was nice. Because I have seen videos of Tucker doing that. So
Oh no.
yeah. But I didn't see any of them do it.
I've always wanted that bark in the park. I'm a dog guy, have 2 dogs, love dogs. But like I would never take my dogs to the game. I mean, if you guys do, no, I'm not hating on it.
Ooh.
But I could never take my dogs to the game. Like, don't they pee and poop like up in the stands? Like, well, how does that work? Like, I've
They
never
have like an area, a grass area
Yeah.
outside that's designated for the dogs.
Okay, so you just
And
take
they
them over
don't-
there.
It's not like the upper deck where the dogs go. It's like an area in the lower bowl so that you can like easily just duck outside.
Mhm.
Okay.
But
Gotcha.
then again, like not every dog is super trained and well behaved, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah. So no clue.
So Cole Young reaches first on a throwing error, I think, from Clement to first base. It's 1 out, 1 on for Mitch Garver right now. Savage is at 62 pitches right now. Feels like he's kind of found his control a little bit.
Seattle's gonna be packed tomorrow for the World Cup game.
Mhm.
I know.
Crazy.
I'm excited to watch it. It's going to be loud there.
Monday night prime time in Seattle, man. Belgium has no idea
Oh, yeah.
what that stadium
Cinema.
happens in prime time
Mhm.
games.
I had a crazy idea about something that can involve the Mariners. Like, what if T-Mobile Park? I mean, there's already a huge overflow. I mean, I've heard estimates of tens of thousands of people down at like the pier and stuff. What if they opened up T-Mobile Park for a watch party and showed it on the big screen?
Right?
Cool.
That
Like,
would be
and
cool.
Seem
Cool.
Because
easy money
I mean,
for this
the-
ownership group.
That would be up their alley.
the
yeah.
sound, the sound that you'd have from like 70,000 in the Clink, I still call it, or whatever you want to call it, Seattle Stadium, plus T-Mobile Park next door.
Oh,
I mean, that would rival
Jay.
Mexico's.
Jay did the field goal sign, which in baseball means something good.
That's right. I'm excited to
Oh!
see
Mitch
it.
Garver slams it to left field. It's going to go into
Wow.
Edgar's. That's a 2-run shot for Mitch Garver. His
Come
first
on.
at-bat in like years. Or his second at-bat in like, multiple years.
That's our
not
catcher,
easy to
baby.
do
Two-run
against
bomb.
Trey Savage, man.
I did that accidentally. Sorry for the Blue Jays. There we
Garb
go.
sauce with the Mitch Witch.
Let's go. All right.
I
Mitch
miss
Garver. Love that. Of
Sorry,
course.
did you ever have the Mitch Witch?
I did, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
First game I went to in 24, Hennigan homered in, and it was like the best day ever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he did
No,
on
I just-
opening day. It was like the one
Well,
offensive thing
I
they
didn't
did
go
on
opening day, but
Oh,
it was like the
okay.
1 year I wasn't able to go opening day, unfortunately.
Mitch Garver, 102 off the bat. Let's see. Somehow my tab is not.
Garver
Far
gave me
enough.
this baseball. The 1:10 p.m. Monday Houston Astros game when they were
That's
hit.
cool.
Yeah, Garver signed a ball for my youngest kid at the game at the D-back stadium. It's back here, there in the corner.
Nice.
Let's
Nice.
go.
It's now a 3-0 lead for your Mariners in the bottom of the fourth. Cole
What's funny
Emerson up
about
to
this?
bat.
So Garver and JP, they did the wipe the nose celebration. NFL would fine you 10K for that, I think.
That's something I find so ridiculous about the NFL. It's like might be I think it's gotta be like the only sport where it's like so small and petty about celebrations and showmanship. I mean, baseball used to be like that but it's not like policed by the league.
Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
I mean,
I always
NFL
think,
will
like-
find any reason to fine you anyway.
I think it's funny the NFL. Like I can kind of get like unsportsmanlike penalties. I think the
Mhm.
fines are hilarious because it's like if JSN spins a ball or something at the opponent's sideline, he gets fined. Like, where's the I know the money goes to the league, but it's like, so you're paying $10,000 because you hurt the Jags' feelings or the Bills' feelings? Like, I can get the like penalty maybe a little bit. It's an unsportsmanlike, but like a fine is just hilarious to me because it's like, what?
I think JS said actually last year when he dunked on the field goal against the Texans over the field post, he got fined like $40,000.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what's?
Like,
I mean,
wow.
the NFL gets their money, of course, but
Yeah, but that adds up. That adds up quick.
well, they bust out a few of those every week. Get $10,000 fines for guys like hold it, like some of the stupidest things, and you're like,
40K here, 20K there.
Yep. Exactly.
Okay, Robles gonna get a hit right here. I'm feeling good about it. I know you guys are ahead of me, but
I
got
have really
bad news.
for you. Super bad news.
I knew that was
Good
gonna
news is
happen.
Hancock
too.
gets 14 strikeouts, so you're good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Wasn't the worst
Brazil
thing
officially
ever,
got
though.
knocked out, by the way. Wow.
That's crazy. Norway.
Norway.
Norway won.
Yep.
Yeah.
Basically Erling Haaland and friends.
Who are they playing again?
Brazil.
It was
Brazil.
Norway versus
Brazil?
Brazil, and they play the winner of England versus Mexico.
I can't wait for that
Ooh,
game.
wow.
Isn't that later
Yeah,
tonight?
that's going to be
I
electric.
cannot wait. There's 100,000,
Oh, man.
120,000 seat stadium. Like,
Yeah, the Azteca is wild.
I was supposed to go to a
So
watch party for that, but I'm going tomorrow instead, which I'm more excited about, obviously. But
Yeah.
are you going downtown? Where are you up? Are you in Arizona? Is that right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So tomorrow we're
Phoenix?
just going to. Yeah, so there's this place. Aaron might know a little bit. Oso Brewery in Gilbert.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Actually, I took Jake. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah. Great
was my
watch
welcome to
party.
The one
Arizona
in
meal.
Gilbert's the best. It's the biggest one.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yep, that's a great point. So we're not going there tomorrow. We're just going to do it at my sister-in-law's house and have everybody
Cool.
over. But Oso, man, has been awesome for the watch
Oso's really
parties.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
They have good wings there.
good
I
vibe.
enjoyed their
They
wings.
do.
Their wings,
Yeah.
and I had the confidence to eat buffalo wings, bone-in buffalo wings, in front of Aaron for the first time I ever met him in person. I was just, I decided I was gonna let it rip. Like if you're gonna like me at my worst, which is right then and there, having bone-in wings.
nothing like 110 degrees and chow down and some buffalo wings, sweating a little bit.
Yeah, it was pretty rough, but we got through it. Yeah.
Yeah. And then a
What
few
can I
days
say,
later, I took him to get some tacos. It was great. Had a good
Did
time.
we? What did we
Yeah,
got tacos?
when we went downtown on like Roosevelt Road, got a couple.
See.
They were very small, but
I don't remember getting tacos, but maybe yeah, we did. That's right. Yeah, so because me and Aaron were like, and my wife, we were walking around. We're going to Roosevelt Row, which is like a few blocks of just like restaurants and artsy stuff and all that. And we just gotten out of the dinner that we were having, and so we were walking around, and we just hear this super duper loud like mariachi music coming from a place, and we're like, well, we gotta go check that out. Like, what's going on there? It sounds like a party's going on. Emerson, nice play in a little flare
nice.
for out number one.
What a funny
has
ad
some
by the way.
Was that Ernie?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Ernie.
Oh, I'm seeing it now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
enjoy that ad.
so
It's
we
really
hear
funny.
this super
Sorry.
duper loud mariachi music. We're like, we got to figure out what this is. And so it was, I don't remember the name of the place, but it was a really good Mexican place. Pretty limited like menu in general, but yeah, there was
The
some sort of
vibes were
party
great.
going on
Yeah.
that we were able to just basically walk into, and yeah, the vibes were good. So went to a jazz
Yeah.
bar after that.
Went
for
to a
couple
jazz
songs.
bar afterwards. Yeah. And
Yeah,
then,
sat in there for
Went
yeah.
and got
it was
like
a good time.
some pizza at some other place. Yeah, we were just like cruising down Roosevelt, and then we ended it at this other like brewery where we got like
Yeah, what
pretzel and
Pedal
stuff.
House? Pedal House.
Yeah, Pedal
That's
House.
what it's
called.
Yeah,
Pedal House,
that's
yeah.
pretty
Yeah, it was cool because it was like me and my wife, we've been parents since we were fresh out of high school, so we've never had like that experience of like going out on a town and like cruising around and going out to places like that. So it was cool to do that. So we didn't last as long as Aaron probably wanted us to, because at the end of the day our stamina is not great for that type of stuff, but still had a good time. So you know, it gets to 11 o'clock. We're like, okay, all right, like it's time to pack it up. All right,
Well, I mean,
we're not staying out
Eleven's
till 1
late.
and 2.
there were a lot of like lemon drops that were had throughout the
yeah.
weekend.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but no, it was good. Well, Phoenix just has so many good spots to hit. And
I really liked Phoenix. It was super cool. I
Mhm.
enjoyed the time there. There's a lot of things I liked about it, and one of the main things is it felt so easy to get around. Like honestly, because just the system of the highways, man, they were just, you can get anywhere. Felt like very quickly. I could get from North Phoenix, where we were staying, to downtown. It felt like in 15 minutes without any
Yeah.
trouble, really, any
Yep,
traffic.
just take the
So,
17
super
onto
cool.
the 10 off,
Boom.
and you're
Sure.
there. And then you
Yeah.
didn't even take the light rail, and the light rail's like super easy. You can pay $4 and you can take it all day as much as you want,
Yeah.
or like $2 for
Mm.
one way. And it takes you pretty much, there's like a 4-way grid
Whew.
where you can go all the way from south to north or east to west. It goes through Mesa, Tempe, all that too. So pretty
Yep.
sweet.
And there's a
All
lot
right,
of cool.
enough
I love
gushing
Gilbert
about
Road.
Arizona
Yeah,
or
you know?
Phoenix specifically. Didn't see any other parts of Arizona than Phoenix, but all right. Well, Emerson Hancock is still dealing. He's 60 pitches, 2 outs, just struck out. I don't know who.
It's 4. It's number 4.
Sean Keys.
Yeah, not a lot of strikeouts, but it doesn't matter when you're putting up 0-1 runs right now, and
Hey, only
2
10
hits
more
thus
for
far.
Dom.
That's right.
Chip
I
away.
mean, and he's got a 20% swinging strike rate, 12 on 60. So
I was gonna say he's got some swing and miss. It's just
There are lots of soft contact, lots of pop-ups thus far. Luis Arias is out number
Ooh,
3.
wow.
So 61 or 2 pitches for Emerson Hancock through 5. Scoreless, 2 hits. It's been a good night for Emerson Hancock thus far, and hopefully he'll keep it going. And as we said at the very beginning of the stream, Mariners bullpen in a pretty good spot. Have the day off tomorrow, the travel day to Miami. So, and obviously Logan Gilbert throwing an absolute gem yesterday has made it so the pen is fully ready for whatever they need to do. So, would imagine they're going to be pretty, not aggressive, because you should keep letting Hancock eat innings, but they certainly can if any, because at the end of the day it's only a 3-run lead, right? So it's still a save opportunity. But yeah, looking good for the rest of the game. But this Toronto Blue Jays team in general is dangerous regardless, so can't let up right now.
let's play a hypothetical. Let's say, what would it look like if he did get to 14 strikeouts? Well, that would put him in like the 8th inning. If he strikes out the next 10, he strike out. Not gonna strike
would
out
need
10
to
in a row.
go-
Let's say,
You need to go
I
a
don't
complete
know.
game to get to 14 at this rate.
yeah, he'd
Because
probably.
he is,
I mean,
he's
8.
not. They just keep popping everything up. They're getting the bat on the ball and putting it in play. They're just very softly.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we go. You know, he's through 5. We go 4 more. Yeah. Oh yeah, he has to get into the 9th
So-
inning. Shoot.
Looking at the scores outside of today's game for the Mariners, Tigers leading the Rangers 6-3 in the going into the bottom of the 9th. Going to the bottom of the 9th. So 3-run lead there. So that's nice. Brewers leading the D-backs 3-1 right now in the 7th. There's a perfect game alert for Marlins Athletics right now in the
Marlins are
6th inning for
flying,
the
man.
Athletics
Of course we're
pitcher.
playing nice.
Yeah, I do want to say there's some good news and
Or
bad
not
news
for
in
the
that
Athletics
series.
pitcher, the
Yeah.
Marlins pitcher. Because it's 8
Oh,
the
Yuri.
Marlins in that game.
I've hit a franchise
Yuri,
record
is
for
it?
homers in a series against the A's. and they just hit
Wow.
2 more.
Dude,
Yeah,
it's
Yuri
Yuri.
Perez has the perfect game alert right
I
now.
forgot to activate him in a fantasy league.
I picked him up in
I took this week off from doing any of my lineups, so he's probably not in my lineup.
I missed a couple days like streaming in some of my leagues, like streaming pitchers and making sure I had like all the correct, bench guys and waiver guys. So just those couple days, I mean, I think I'm gonna go 0-3 this week, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna lose both of mine too.
I'm first in 2 of my leagues, and then I'm like 4th in 1. So I'm having a good year overall, but you got to give some back. One of the things I feel like is when I'm doing like the Mariners are doing well, and I don't know the rest. My real life is doing really well. My fantasy baseball team sometimes sucks. And then when I have plenty of stuff to worry about, I'm not even caring about my fantasy baseball team. That's when it is just like awesome. There's constant alerts, right? Oh, I gotta worry about something else. Oh, home run by Nick Kurtz, Ben Rice, Juan Soto, 1 million.
Yeah.
Notifications.
Creech, go M's. Glad Mitch came through. Absolutely. Big fly from Mitch. Kind of needed that after not coming through in certain situations with runners and scoring. So nice to see the Mariner have a big fly. Obviously, they tend to win a lot more when they do have a homer. So nice to see that. If the Rangers lose and the Mariners win, I think they'll be on a 1.5 game lead then on first. So hopefully the Rangers score stays, and hopefully this one does as well. Was planning on doing the last pre-scheduled watch-along stream next month in August. However, that might be changed around potentially. So may have to schedule another one in August or push it back in August maybe.
Can't believe we're already in next month is August. It just blows me away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just take August off because I'm sure there will be plenty of watch-alongs in September and October. So, yeah.
Absolutely.
Hopefully in October, right?
Right.
Hopefully.
Man,
Surely.
this is gonna be pretty fun.
Yeah.
Pretty fun.
Cal Raleigh up to the plate, 2 outs, no one on.
Jake, did you do watch-alongs for the playoffs last year?
Oh yeah, yep. Was definitely I was doing it any playoff game that maybe not any game that I had off, but if I'm not working and I'm able to, I will try to this postseason. I'll try to do as many as I can because it was fun, and obviously postseason baseball, man, there's just nothing like it.
Oh,
It's just every pitch, you're just on the edge of your seat. It's a lot different. It's gonna be a lot different vibe than these ones during the regular season.
Oh no, that's what I'm thinking. Is it's going to be a whole different thing? I feel like it's going to be. I've never done a watch along for something that big. The World Baseball Classic is one thing, but postseason Mariners
I did
game,
one for
watch
Game 7
along.
of the. I did one for Game 7 of the ALCS, and let me tell you, that was a rough one. So
I couldn't come on. I'm too nervous. Like I can't talk during those games. Even
Yeah.
when like Cal homered Game 7 to go up 2 runs, all my buddies like, oh man, you pumped. I'm just sitting. I'm like, okay, let's go. Like it's so like until it's over, it's just so I can't talk. Like I'm not gonna add anything.
Yeah,
The
the Game
worst of
7 one
that
was
whole
rough,
playoff
and then
was Game 5 ALDS because every inning was just nerve wracking.
Speaking
I
of Cal,
ended up getting because of obviously because of how that game ended, I got a super big influx of Blue Jay fans that watched the watch along. So I think it's at like 5,000 views that watch along is right now.
Some hate watching.
It's crazy because everyone started looking for reactions of Mariner fans to that. So yeah, a little rough there, but unfortunate.
In fairness, if the Blue Jays had watched, I would have been watching all like the Gate 14 post games.
Oh,
too,
yeah.
so I don't blame
Yeah.
them.
For sure. Yeah.
Hey, I got to get going, guys. Take it easy. Thank you, everybody. Love all you
Yep.
guys. And Dom, I'll
it
message
easy.
you, get you on next week for a post game if you can.
absolutely. I'll chat it up with you this week, Jay.
Sounds good. Jake, thanks
Thank
for
you,
having me,
Jay.
my man. Appreciate it. Aaron, Serenity,
Of
good to see you
course.
guys. Take care.
Good to
Take
see you.
care.
So yeah. Who was that? I'm just kidding. I have to keep the
I thought
sorry.
you knew
That bit from Joe was so funny each time.
I thought
I
it was
was
with
gonna
you.
Ugh.
We're winning,
Yeah,
you
I'm
know.
car-
That's what's
I'm carrying
different
the
about this
flame.
stream.
All right. Yeah, for every
Yeah, I mean,
every
what-
shirt that you buy on my merch store, the $10 for every shirt goes to my pocket, the charity of my pocket. No, I'm not gonna do that. But no, that last stream was the charity stream, went very well. If anyone was here for that, appreciate you. We smashed the goal. Was $500 for the goal, and we got to 667 or something like that. So very nice, good stuff. Aaron, why are you? Oh, sorry. For a second, I was moving my cursor around and I highlighted you, but you turned blue for a second. It was
Oh,
very weird.
okay.
Oh,
Yeah. I
but it
mean,
was
like
my
half my face is just completely white right now anyway, so I've got enough
Yeah.
contrast and color problems right now.
Yeah, the sun is shining in Arizona. We know that
Yeah,
for a fact.
it doesn't
right now.
stop. It doesn't stop. Like, what's the outdoor temperature right now? It's like 111. So
Gross.
yeah, we're loving it.
That's why I like visiting in late February and only ever in late February, probably.
Yeah,
80
it's like
degrees.
if you come in spring, it's perfect. If you come in fall, it's like the weather's great, but then you risk running into monsoon season, which is just like 200-foot high dust storms and like thunder and crazy rain and flooding. So that's awesome. And
Yeah,
the
I'm good.
snakes and
I'll
scorpions are
I'll
still
stick to
out.
late February.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I visited
Yeah,
Arizona in December for a couple of weeks, like
Oh, that's beautiful.
2024. Yeah, so like that was the perfect time.
Mhm.
Low key, yeah. I mean, late. I've been in only than that in March, like the very beginning of March for spring training, and yeah, they don't mess around. But I like a couple days of good sun. I just got a couple days of good sun.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
And Jake was sunburned after like a day in the sun.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I didn't wear anything for my first game, so that was because I kept telling my wife, I'm just like, we should put sunscreen on, like we should, and she kept insisting that we don't need to, and yeah, I was right.
It's not
so.
hot. It's not hot. What do you
Good.
mean? Well, the sun's different.
Yeah.
Serenity, I have a
Just get
question
no
for
cloud
you.
cover.
Yeah.
Where is that cow picture from? Like, how was that found?
Oh yeah.
It's really funny story. I guess, I mean, it's not that funny. I guess it's funny to me. It was just a random video that was like in my. If you ever get those like strange YouTube videos and you're recommended that make no sense,
All the time.
it was a
Yep.
video that had zero title. It was completely blank, and it was just a picture of the cow, and it was like vaporwave music, like for like an hour.
Double
That's
play.
the entire video.
Yep. They do it.
And I just thought the cow picture looked
Okay,
so funny, and I
interesting. Well,
told
I mean, I
Switch to put
figured
a
it had to
Mariner
be
hat on
something
it.
like that.
That's it.
Put a Mariner's hat. Yep. Yeah.
I just thought it looked funny.
Well,
On the
nice
skateboard,
double
dude.
play from Cole Young to Cole Emerson to Josh to make it, instead of one runner on and no outs, it's now 2 outs and nobody on the bases.
I was going to
Emerson
mention
Hancock
I
at
visited
69 pitches right now.
I visited Arizona last June for the Mariner series and to
Oh,
see
boy.
some family. So that was fun, but
Yeah,
the
the temps were
games
not
weren't that fun, but the temperature was.
Well, at least you came in June. Like, it gets worse in July and August. Like,
Yeah. I wasn't that bad because I went to Texas in
Mhm.
23 in September, and it was still 104 degrees, but it was
Mhm.
humid. It was way
oh
worse.
yeah. If you go to Houston, just
Ugh. I don't want to think about that.
yeah.
I had
I
to
went
walk
to
like 2 miles to the stadium, and it was drenched.
I went to Mississippi for some stuff, and dude, the humidity just like you feel like you can taste the air, and it's just everything sticks to you, and it's just like it's 80 degrees right now. Why does it feel like I'm being eaten alive?
It was not fun. Like I would rather deal with the dry heat of Arizona way like 100 times more out of 10.
Yeah, yeah, and all these Europeans that are like talking about their heat waves, and it's like, okay, it's like 80 degrees over there, and it's like on one hand, yeah, but they do have humidity. Like I'll say the German heat does get like sticky, and it's because they have so much water and greenery. But at least there's a lot of shade. They should invest in AC units.
You know, like Arizona, every house has one. It's
Oh
mandatory.
yeah, yep. Mm-hmm.
What surprises me about today's game is the
Alright.
Mariners have a 49 points of expected batting average lower than the Blue Jays.
Mm.
Get to beat them 3-0.
Well,
Not a lot of
Emerson
hard
had a
hit
pretty
balls
good
by
play
either side.
earlier. Yeah. It's been a lot of pop-ups for the Blue Jays, lots of broken bats. The Mariners have just been less contact in general. So,
Yeah, contact helps.
Kind of the story of each team's
Yeah.
season, really.
Honestly,
That's true.
I'm not going to say that I said the Rays were going to be good, but I did say they were going to be fun to watch because every other team in the AL East spent so much on certain players over the last 2 years. And they just said, okay, Ben Williamson and Jake Fraley, and we're going to foul everything off. And we're going to be so annoying, and you're going to hate playing against us. And
And we
now they're
also
the top
have
of
a
the AL.
demonic hitter in Junior Caminero who is
Yeah.
very good at baseball.
I mean,
Caminero.
Could you imagine if Jose Caballero was still on that team?
He was perfect at the pestiness
Yeah.
too. Like
Yeah.
Ben Williamson was low-key my favorite Mariner last year just because of what he did in the 9-hole, being a pesky and the pitch count up. Like I thought he had a defined role, and I do think he's one of the better defensive third basemen like in the league. I know he's playing
I'll
second
say-
this year. But
I'll say that Blaze Alexander's made the Orioles a lot more fun. He's hitting like he is an absurd
there's Gabe
OPS
Spire.
running with runners in scoring position, and he's got like crazy reverse splits this year, and I just don't understand.
that's
But,
awesome.
Game update, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. walked.
Baseball.
Runner on first, 2 outs. Spire and Bizzardo are warming as Hancock's at 78 pitches at this time.
It's just Hancock's second walk
Okamoto
of the
up,
day.
1-1 count.
His command has definitely evaded him.
A little
in this
flare,
last inning.
another pop up. 2 Cold Emerson, 4 out, number 3. Good stuff from Emerson Hancock. Gets through 6 innings. That is a quality start from him.
I'm curious if they
6
send him
innings,
back
2
out there.
hits.
Probably not.
Well, he's at 79 pitches, so I think depends on how he feels, but I don't see why not, honestly.
I just worry because
but at the same time, like we said, like
inning,
they've
kinda
I bet you they're gonna go to Spire or Bizzardo. Let's see who's up next, because there's Okamoto. So we have then Alejandro Kirk, Varsho, and Clement up next. So
would be Bizzardo.
Varsho. So we have 2 lefties coming up, so I think it's going to be... Or no, Clement's a righty, sorry. So I'll probably go to Bizzardo in the 7th, and then I'm not sure after that. But, yeah.
They could go Spire after, well, hypothetically, if Bizzardo would go 1, 2, 3, because it's a lefty, righty, lefty, lefty afterwards,
Yeah, true.
ending
Well,
platoons or
good
anything.
start
like
from
that.
Emerson Hancock. Yeah, another quality start for him. So good to see that. I was a little worried because obviously his recent form, not that he's been bad per se, it's just more of he hasn't been as dominant. Like he's coming back down to earth a little bit. And that also snaps a four in a row non-quality starts. So now he snaps that little streak there, which is good.
I
think
did
he
that quality
also-
start. Got me just
But
as much as
this
the
is ninth of the
strikeouts would
year.
have. So we can call it a success, guys. That quality start's going to get me the fantasy win.
Nice.
Thing.
Nice.
Good.
So, yeah, I just rechecked it.
All right. So that
I also
is Emerson
think
Hancock's ninth quality start.
with-
If this score holds, it'll be their
Oh, no.
5th win when Hancock throws a quality start. Savage is still on the bump for the Blue Jays, facing Josh Naylor.
I had a question for you
And
guys while I've got you all
has,
here, by the way.
Yeah.
So MLB put this article out, like All-Star Game rosters announcement. Nothing really to see here except for they have like a key and they say, there's like, okay, chosen as All-Star, but we're not playing, named as replacement, player elected pick. I get all those. What I don't get is some of them are like they have this % symbol that says choice of MLB. I know there's Bryce Harper's like a Legends pick by the commissioner. But it also says it for some of the relievers in the AL and like Max Meyer in the NL. So I'm wondering how does the MLB do that sort of, choice of MLB selection process for
I was going to say,
Brian
could you
Baker?
link it? But you
maybe
didn't.
it's
Okay.
to make sure.
Yeah, I just
maybe it's
sent
to
it in
make
the
sure
private
the team
chat.
has one, because they have to
I
make
was
sure
thinking
that every
that
team has
too.
one All-Star. So maybe it's that.
Yes.
But
yes.
it wasn't that because, or at least I didn't think it was because like Otto Lopez and Max Meyer on the Marlins. Otto
Interesting.
Lopez
That was a good point.
doesn't have it, and then he has the player voted thing. Then Max Meyer has the percentage thing. Also, they have the Junior Caminero with the Rays was a starter, and then Brian Baker gets the percentage choice of MLB. MLB is just pushing that Brian Baker. They are just rallying for Brian Baker, I guess.
One thing I did find actually interesting on top of that is that I think the AL has 5 reliever selections, whereas the NL only has 3.
3. Yeah, they have.
It says a lot, I think, because Michael Wacha too, making it like, I get he's having a little bit of a resurgent year, kind of like Rodriguez, but I'm just.
I
kind
thought
of
Gilbert
shocked.
should have made it over him personally.
I did too, to be honest, and I'm a little bit shocked that Michael Wacha made the All-Star game, and he was the choice of MLB. So why did the MLB say, you know what, for baseball, just for the good of baseball, for this All-Star game in Philadelphia, just to be the best it can possibly be, we've got to get this Kansas City Royal Michael Wacha in there. Bobby Witt Jr. is not enough. We got to get Michael Wacha in there. I don't get it.
I don't know. It's interesting. All-Star selections have always been kind of a crapshoot. But that is an interesting question. I'm not sure how that commissioner. I went off the assumption because I know they do it with the 1 per team selection. It's like Joe Mantiply got shoehorned in there in 2021, but I'm not really sure, especially with the Rays and Marlins case there. Like Max Meyer, I definitely get, and Otto Lopez. He's having a really good year, especially on the hitting side. But I'm not
Absolutely.
sure why. I'm not sure how that
him and Xavier Edwards. I figured one of them was going to make it.
Yeah, I think it should have been Lopez for sure.
I actually think now that I don't think I've ever seen the choice of MLB thing other than the Legend thing before. I'm curious as to why Wheeler isn't a chosen player by MLB.
Yeah, Wheeler was
very good. And it's in Philadelphia.
I am really curious about the choice of MLB thing. Yeah. Anybody in the chat, right? You guys, if you guys have an answer, I will shout you out on my channel or whatever this is just a question that I have. And I'm like, I was reading through it this morning. I'm like,
makes sense.
Like for them to tell us choice of MLB, they should tell us, at least give us a sentence, in the kind of the intro, that overview where they say, choice of MLB means that the commissioner selected them or a panel selected them. At least say that, because I'm curious, why. I would at least like to know who selected Brian Baker and stuff. And I do think Brian Baker deserves to be there. Same with I think Jacob Latz, but I'm just curious about this. Never seen it.
It's very odd.
Yeah. At this point, I'm hoping that the 2 Mariners, I hope somehow squeak in as like reserves or something, is Miller and Cole, probably. I still think it's a little ridiculous that Cole looks like Hancock's staying in the game, by the way.
Oh wow.
I was hoping that I thought Cole was maybe he had a potential option of making it as a reserve, because I just
I think he still does.
I mean, it's because I think the hard part is Bazana has 100 less plate appearances, but he's only like 0.1 F4 behind Cole, so it's like his rate of production is a lot better, obviously. But at the same time, like, Cole's been the best defensive second baseman, and it's just like it just doesn't make sense. But Miller, I think, considering how Miz made it last year, I think you almost can't make the like amount of innings argument for Miller because of just how dominant he's been. It's been undeniable how insanely good he's been, even if it's been a limited amount of innings. So, well, now we have no more challenges. Mitch Garver misses.
I can't say much
yes.
because I was kind of calling the Miz selection last year ridiculous. But then again, I think Miller has a very strong case with just how strong the sample has been, and with how many relievers were picked in the American League. You know, it's.
I think the context really matters in this situation, because my only problem, the Miz thing, the controversy surrounding it, was the fact that Christopher Sanchez, who was a Cy Young finalist, didn't make it. And then there was like comments from the Phillies, some Phillies people about Miz making it. And that was a weird contentious thing where Sanchez didn't want to pitch anyway. So they should have just like named him an all-star and then let him, bow out. But there was this whole weird thing. And Sanchez was a deserving like Cy Young finalist again.
Mm-hmm.
My problem with the Miller one is that you're talking about Michael Wacha being the guy that, is beating out Miller based on being the whole season. And in my opinion, I don't know, I would have chosen Miller, like honestly, over that, because 30% strikeout, 3% walk, things like that. And that's what Miz was doing. And I mean, Michael Wacha is really the crux of the thing that I think
too, though, the general hype around Miz last year contributed to that as well, where there was a lot of talk about him with just the ridiculous velocity that he was posting, all this stuff. And as much as Miller's recreating a lot of, especially that strikeout to walk rate, there's not as much hype around what he's doing, deservedly or not.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's just I agree. It's just it's hard because like all-star stuff shouldn't be about hype.
Yeah.
Whether you have hype or
Totally.
not, right?
Absolutely. It needs to be the best player.
And it's just frustrating because I think in the time that he's been back, Miller he's pretty much been one of the most dominant pitchers in the league.
He's been like a top 3 starter in the American League at least.
Yeah. So it's just if you're allowing Miz to make it last year, if that's the precedent now, where a guy can make it with a limited time and not having started from the beginning and from opening day, then why not Miller, right? Like it just doesn't, like he has a case. But yeah, I'm hoping Miller makes it, squeaks in there. I'm hoping Cole squeaks in there in some way as a reserve. We'll see. But yeah, Emerson Hancock, first 2 outs pretty quickly. He's only at 88 pitches. I think they're going to allow him to try to finish this 7th, and if so, it's going to be a great start from him. Go ahead, Serenity.
I did look at the starters that are currently selected in the American League to the All-Star game and went to see if they were pitching in the last weekend of the first half, because a lot of times pitchers that pitch on the last day of the first half or even the second to last day, they get subbed out for replacements, and I believe 4 of the
there's going to be quite a few subs.
Yeah, like I think Messick, Joe Ryan, Rangers Flores, and Schlittler one of those actually, I think 3 of them are pitching on Saturday, so should be a decent amount of subs.
There's going to be quite a few position player subs too. They haven't announced a sub for Vlad yet, so that'll be interesting. Is Ben Rice selected yet?
I think it.
Is
I
he
think
an
it's
alternate?
basically
Yeah.
supposed to be right.
He made as a reserve, I think.
He's
Yeah.
already a reserve, so there's going to be another pick.
Oh,
there.
it should be Contreras. Yeah.
He was one of the biggest snubs too. Yeah,
Yeah.
Contreras should be. I'm assuming that one of those pitcher subs is going to Sonny Gray.
He also didn't make it. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see. In the National League, one's going to be Wheeler.
For sure.
After that, I'm not really sure. Oh.
Okay, Davis Martin,
Right,
they're saying
2-2.
could get in as a pitcher.
Oh yeah, Martin's been pretty good.
Yeah,
Ground out to Cole Young, throws it over and finishes the 7th for Emerson Hancock. A quality start, a great start from Emerson Hancock. That actually makes it a super duper quality start. If you follow my trackers on Twitter, 7 innings pitched, 2 hits, no earned runs, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts. Fantastic stuff from Emerson. Needed it in this rubber match against the Blue Jays. So now, I mean, you only have 2 more innings left to cover, only a 3-run lead. So still need to, you're not out of the woods yet. You need to tack on some runs, I think, here.
I would go to
Savage
Spire
is
here in the
most
8th.
definitely not coming back out. So good stuff from Emerson, man.
you get an Ernie Clement to press to end the 7th inning. Like, that's pretty good. I mean, he is the AL starter for the same reason that a lot of AL starters at second base in the All-Star game have been, because they gained the fan vote, not because they're the best second baseman.
The fact
yeah.
that he got the most votes of any player.
Crazy.
He's good. Like, I was impressed in the playoffs last year, and I know a lot of players, like the way that the players feel when they vote, like they base it off of the second half of the last year in the playoffs a little bit too.
Well, Corbin Carroll was the 12th highest outfielder in the National League.
Yeah,
in terms of voting. So.
Something weird about that.
Him, Walker, and Wood not making the final vote was nuts.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. But
they all got named. So
Thankfully.
Daughter. Yep.
Thank God. But there's been other times, like I think back to, I don't want to keep bringing in friggin' D-backs names, but Christian Walker in 2024, when
Pete made
where
it over
Pete
him.
Alonso made it because he was in the home run derby. And
you know what? That's a
statistical
conversation.
Category.
So that's a conversation I want to have. Do we think there are any Mariners that will participate in the home run derby this year?
That would be fun.
Right now, the only
No.
announced
Yeah, I don't
participant
think so.
has been, I think, what?
Caminero.
Junior Caminero.
And Bryce Harper
And
said if
Bryce
somebody's
Harper
gonna
is
throw to
like
him.
on
Yeah.
the cusp.
He's definitely
Yeah.
gonna do it.
Oh, by the way,
Go
God
ahead.
Bless America on the broadcast was just beautiful just now. They went out to the pier too.
Yeah, that was nice. I had it in the background. I was listening to it. It was very. I wasn't watching the panoramics because I was thinking about what I was about to say as I was envisioning it. Right.
Sorry, I cut
And
you
want
off.
You guys to envision. No, you're fine. I was saying I couldn't even think about it because I was envisioning something that I want you guys to envision. Close your eyes and think about Dominic Canzone in the home run derby. How glorious that would be.
Oh man.
I mean, I
Or
can't even think about
Cole
God
Young.
Bless America when I'm thinking about Dominic Canzone hitting nukes in the home run derby.
Shoot, I don't even know
I
if
don't
we
think
want
he's
him to
gonna-
do that with his hamstring.
Yeah, he won't. He won't. But how glorious that would be. Oh my God.
Oh, that'd be
Because
fun.
if there's any Mariner that I want to do it, it's him. Like, I want him to do it right now.
Well, if
Like,
there's
Julio would
any
be cool,
Mariner,
but
it's gotta be
I don't think Julio would.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't think Julio will do it. I don't think he's going to do it for the next couple years, probably. But I need to see it. So that's my
I
Dominic
was at the
Canzo
home run derby in
propaganda.
Seattle when Julio went off, and it was some of the one of the greatest things I ever watched. It was so fun.
Ooh, let's go. We got Tyler Rogers in right now. Let's go. The submariner of all submariners.
The stadium was so loud every time he swung the bat. It was just electric.
Yeah.
having it in
Because he was just
Seattle.
rifling him.
It-
There
how
is
does
a
Subway-
change in the rules this year, though, where it's the what?
Yeah,
20
which is good.
outs
I
or
like
something?
the rule
Or 20
changes.
swings?
I'm excited to see how it. Definitely better than it has been.
Oh yeah. Which, by the way, how does Subway not do a commercial with Tyler Rogers, Taylor Rogers,
Right.
Oh, yeah.
submarine
No, that would-
sandwich?
No, that makes sense. Well, yeah, we just need him. It's hard because he posts every year, so like he should be a more prominent reliever than he is. I mean, people do like they know who he is because like, oh, he throws funny, but then it's like he also has a sub-2 ERA.
very
like,
good.
He's also really good. So I wanted him so bad. By the way,
Yeah, imagine if we were losing this game. By the way, going from Savage to this, not fun.
can you,
No.
Aaron? Can you attest to how was Tyler Rogers a thorn in
Taylor
your
and
side for like
Tyler.
years?
Taylor and Tyler Rogers were in the Giants bullpen for the longest time. And not only was it a thorn in my side to have, to have to face him, but then to cover both Rogerses and to have to distinguish them regularly.
Yeah,
When they're coming in consecutive innings and it's like, oh, here's Taylor and Tyler Rogers both in the same game and following their box score. It's just
cameraman.
annoying. But yeah, no, him in particular coming in with the submarine arm is just. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not in the batter's box, but even watching it just from
I can't imagine.
center field camera is just disgusting.
Well, he's not. I mean, he's only throwing what, like 92. Like he's not even throwing
Less.
hard. per
Not
se.
even. It's like
just
88?
It's so
it's like
absurd.
80, 86.
Yeah, like yeah.
And then his slider comes out, and his slider's in like the 70s.
Hey, and at the end of the day,
Well,
you can't spell
he-
submariner without mariner.
True.
Submariner.
That's true. That's true. He needs to be a Mariner someday.
Isn't that a
They need to just
brand?
pay the man.
I wanted him
I
so
don't
bad
care.
in the offseason,
Just get him.
but he got paid by the Jays.
So
Yeah, he did.
Gabe Spire coming in for
100%.
the top of the 8th. He will
might be-
face Keys,
Rogers might be
Arias,
underrated
and
by,
Piñanco.
Rogers might be underrated
He-
by fans, but he's not by organizations. For
Oh,
sure.
definitely not.
Yeah.
No.
Well, Tyler Rogers, it took 6 pitches for him to get through the bottom of the 7th. So that was good. 1 strikeout, 2 flyouts, or pop-ups, really. So yeah, but Gabe Spire coming in.
Let's hope
And
he looks
then-
good because this is his first outing in a week.
Yeah. Yes. And Bizardo is probably ready to go if need be.
Oh, if it gets to Vlad, he's gonna come in.
Yeah. For sure. All right.
Hopefully, it does
Into the
not.
last couple innings. Yeah. 6 outs away from taking the series against the Toronto Blue Jays. Which will feel good. And
Really
then,
need this because going against 2 really hot teams after tomorrow.
I'll be right back. I gotta
5-1
grab-
homestand sounds good.
I gotta fix this charging setup. I gotta get my phone just died.
So we don't know the probable pitchers on the Seattle side yet for the Marlins series, but
I think they're gonna
the opposing
piggyback in one of those days.
pitchers- Yeah, it's all to be determined right now. So we have no clue who on either side is pitching yet. So Gabe
I know we
Spire?
at least avoid Sandy Alcantara and Yuri Perez, so that's good.
Yes, I'm
The
happy
Marlins
about
have
that.
been a thorn. They're Don't sleep on the Marlins.
No, they've been
Best
hot.
record in June of any team.
And hot's kind of understating that.
Out of town update. Tigers do end up beating the Rangers 6-3. Casey Mize with the win on that one.
Nice,
Rocker
good
with the
teams.
loss. Jansen with the save. Astros end up beating the Rays 2-0, so that is not helpful, unfortunately. Let's see. Anything else notable?
Well, those Marlins are winning 8-0 against the A's.
Marlins still have a perfect game alert for Yuri Perez.
He threw 7 innings. Whoa.
Yeah. D-backs are still
realize.
losing to the Brewers 3-2 in the bottom of the ninth. And
So,
yeah.
just to clear things up, so I just saw this post. In the 2026 World Cup alone, there's been 5 red cards that have been suspended.
Oh, wow.
So
it's not like some out of the box like crazy thing.
Yeah.
So
and not just for the most prominent players. So Ronaldo had his, but also for Argentina, Nicolas Otamendi. Then for Ecuador, Moises. I'm not even going to try his last name. And then Qatar had a player as well. So there's been a few.
well, Belgium can stop crying, and we'll see
They
how
won't.
it goes on the pitch tomorrow at Seattle Stadium.
Yeah. Monday Night Football.
Gabe Spire, quick 1-2. So
Exactly.
we'll need to get that third out against Miles Straw pinch hitting. Yuri Perez is officially through the 7th inning, still perfect against the Athletics, and most surprisingly in Sacramento, which is not exactly a pitcher's park. So pretty impressive stuff. I'm sure I'm sitting him. Let me check.
Yeah, on that note, I mentioned this kind of briefly earlier, but it was mid discussions of other stuff. The Marlins in this series in Sacramento have hit a new franchise record for homers in a single series.
Yeah.
They have 12
That's insane.
in 3. I think he had 3 games.
Now just
Oh,
imagine.
I wasn't sitting Yuri Perez. Let's go. Let's go.
Guess who did sit Yuri Perez? This guy.
Yeah, let's go.
Hancock's still very good, but not quite as good. We'll take
All
it.
right. And Straw pops it up. Rayleigh
Nice.
is under it. That's going to be a quick 1-2-3 inning for Gabe Spire in the 8th. Let's go. Mariners are 3 outs away from securing the series win against the Toronto Blue Jays.
Let's go.
But we still have 1 round of ups to go before then. So Andres Munoz probably getting ready to pitch right now. But so far so good. Hopefully they keep it going. I'm not gonna say anything about the series at large until they win. I need them to win first. We've
I'm
been through this
scared of the
before
Marlins.
with this team. Yeah.
Yeah, the Marlins,
it's gonna-
honestly, I hear you guys saying that. The Marlins, like, I thought they were, that's the last team's hat that I ever wore other than the Mariners. Because they were
I did
inoffensive and
have
I
a
actually
Miami
liked,
hat at one point.
yeah, like they had a, I really like when they switched to like the new logo, the blue and red. Like I actually do like that logo, and I got the hat and stuff. They were kind of inoffensive, you know, and yeah, but now they're good. Like honestly, I think they should have signed Eugenio Suarez. I think he would
That's
have
what
been
I was
really good
saying
for
in,
them.
in the early in the offseason. I thought that would have been cool.
Yeah.
I still think the
They're really
Pirates should have done it.
That too.
Oh man, they both need it. They could both really use it. And I don't know, the Reds feels like they still have like Noel B. Marte, who's I don't know, trying to find
I
time in the
didn't
outfield.
understand the Reds one. I mean, besides like a reunion for ticket sales.
I got the Great American Ballpark factor, but that was about it. The Reds, man. I mean, Chase Burns. Talk about pitchers that are kind of breaking out this year.
No, I mean,
He's
Burns,
very good.
Burns is just a stud. Which is unfortunate for the D-backs.
That's
Reds.
right. Because
Reds are a constant thorn in my side.
yeah, can imagine. Tito Francona. I mean, that guy is Hall of Famer.
I mean, he's a Hall of Famer for a long time. He could have chosen to retire 5 years ago, and he's going in.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's the type of guy, like, who knows when that guy's gonna stop.
Whenever he wants to.
He might bring the Reds back before he does. He might really bring them back.
Yeah.
If Ellie just, has a career year, maybe Chase Burns, Nick Lodolo figures it out and stays healthy.
Hunter Green. Yeah.
Hunter Green stays healthy for a little bit.
Yeah, you brought them to that playoff spot if you totally ignore what the Mets did.
Yeah, pretty much. But I don't know. They weren't even like. I remember a couple of years ago they were having their owner go on the TV broadcast and say like, "Well, I don't want to move the team, but if I have to, I will." Basically, and they had no goodwill with their fan base. Everything was like in dire straits, and it seems like they're building a little bit back. And I will say, out of like all the ballparks that I've visited, that nobody seems to mention as like the best one, Cincinnati is maybe the most memorable ballpark that I've visited. Just one time.
I've been-
like it just. Sorry.
I've been to 2 ballparks, so I can't talk, or major league ballparks at least. So I really do want to visit more someday. But yeah, only 2.
Dude, I can help you plan. If you go to the Midwest, you can go to 8 different
there's a great route.
stadiums in 8 days. I did
The
8
East
stadiums
Coast
in 8
in the
days.
Midwest.
Yeah, like so you could go from like Cleveland to Cincinnati to Pittsburgh, just day by day, game by game. From there, Chicago, or no, from there Detroit, then Chicago. You got
Both
Chicago,
Chicagos.
yeah, White Sox and Cubs, and then from there you can drive to Milwaukee and you can hit Minnesota.
Well, here's the East Coast route. So you can go Red Sox, New York, DC, Philly, Baltimore, and then like is there any more that I'm missing? But like there's just that whole Pittsburgh too, but Pittsburgh's kind of a ways into West Pennsylvania.
If you can get all the way down into Atlanta and you can get to in Miami and Tampa, that's really tough.
Yeah, I mean Miami's a trek.
I think it would be.
Yeah.
I think it would be Toronto, Boston, New York, and then Washington.
Philly is right next to
Baltimore,
New York.
Philly. Yeah, and whatever, like but just that cluster would be. You could do it in one day, but like it's all so close together. Right now we have Mason Fluharty, the lefty on the mound. JP Crawford struck out after a pretty long at bat. Randy Rosarena up.
Jake, though, I would recommend the Midwest heavily because that, like, going there, even I did it in 2019, and it just opened my eyes like to a baseball fandom that I didn't know. Like, home games for the Cleveland Guardians are an interesting thing. Things like the Detroit Tigers, just a weird experience. It was.
Yeah.
You can see the Minnesota Twins' cynicism.
Oh yeah, I mean that stadium is really new, but it's. I was at. So do you remember the game where Aaron Hicks? It was 13-11. It was called like the game of the year, and Aaron Hicks on the Yankees
were at that game
against the Twins. So that happened while I was at a White Sox game the day before. Marlins at White Sox, which was the first series that they ever put the nets up behind home plate and down the foul line for. And Caleb Smith or whatever his name was throwing a no-hitter at Guaranteed Rate Field at the time, which is now just the Rate Field, and that place is the worst stadium I've ever visited. And at that time, that was when that game was happening. Like I was watching it like on the Chicago train home. And so in the morning, my dad and I decided to drive to Minnesota, like 7 hours each way, just to
Nice.
catch that Minnesota game, which we didn't have planned. That was the only one we didn't have planned, but after that game the night before, we're like, we got to make it to the next one. And I remember I was in love with Jorge Polanco, watching him in person that night.
Yeah.
It was destiny.
Oh yeah, that 2019 season for Polanco, man. Talk about like career years that I'll never get over.
I still miss
I mean,
him,
that whole
I'm
team.
honest.
So,
I mean,
like, a lot
Max
of fun.
Kepler too, and like
The Bomba
is that
Squad.
Nelson Cruz still? Yeah.
Yep, Cruz, Kepler, Garver was
Yeah,
yes,
Garver
you
hit
know,
like 30 homers that year, I think.
that was the Garver 30 homers year. So I remember watching. I was like, I had some pretty good seats, and I mean, going to Yankee Stadium, Yankees fans, super nice. But at that Twins game, the Guardians.
I've had fun in City Field too. City Field's great.
Oh yeah, I mean, Twins fans, like were super nice, but then the away Yankees fans at that game in particular were looking for fights, like all over the freaking concourse, and it was a scene that I've never seen in terms of like genuinely looking to be aggressive towards the home team's fans, and that was just the away fans, not all Yankee fans, right? But it was a weird experience in Minnesota.
Yeah.
I actually had a really good experience in Texas in 23 fan wise, because it was I wasn't expecting hostility like at all, but like it was the playoff race. It was in the middle of September, and it was when us, Houston, and Texas were all like one game apart in the division. And I sat, I think, like to the left behind home plate, almost behind our dugout. And I sat next to these like really nice Rangers fans, and they were it was really funny because the entire time they were basically like, I don't care if you guys make it, I just want Houston to get out. Like they were just like telling us that they didn't care if we made it. And I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, I mean 2023 Rangers are just
Oh, sorry. Yeah, not a good subject.
Yeah. Keep talking about it, please.
yeah,
Talk
just
more
keep
about
going.
Yeah, it's sorry. It's when I was there.
The names Nathaniel Lowe and Corey Seager too.
Ooh.
Oh man,
That was really so hard for those.
You can never
D-backs,
watch
man.
a Paul Sewald top rail fastball ever again. Like after
No.
that series.
every time he throws one. I mean, when we faced the Rangers like not long ago, he faced them twice, and every top rail fastball to Corey Seager made me like flinch.
Okay,
I was
nice.
having,
Cal
like,
Raleigh pokes one into
flashbacks.
right field. Rosarena is going to make it to third. That'll be runners on the corners with
Nice.
only one out.
Very nice.
Yeah, I do have to say, like, I don't think that was maybe one of the most crushed homers I've ever seen.
Oh.
Like off the bat immediately. Like, and the pan, because especially like Globe Life Field is maybe the most like weird ballpark to
It's a
watch
weird looking
a game
park.
at, because
Like,
the camera angles make everything look huge. They make everything that's hit even remotely hard off the bat look like an absolute nuke. And it's just and for that to actually be a nuke, and then the way that like right field is like it just looks like a wall of people the whole way up, like,
and it
a
just went like
continuous
third
wall.
deck, just like
Yeah, it basically went
There was
to the
no
middle of
doubt.
the second deck. It was just crazy. Yeah. And I'm sorry that we're talking about it and bringing this up to you, but
I mean, I understand.
It is,
I saw
it
where
is
that
tough.
ball went. It was the second the ball left
I was
his
watching, I saw.
hand, you knew. It was just like
Kinda, yeah.
I remember at one of the games, it was I guess this is also funny enough a sore subject for Diamondbacks fans, the pitcher I'm about to mention, but I remember Dylan Moore hitting against Jordan Montgomery, and he hit like a screamer to center field, and from where I was sitting with the way the ballpark was designed, I couldn't tell it hit off the top of the wall. Everyone around me thought it cleared the wall, so I was like screaming. And then I see it, like I think Leody Taveras, like a second later, just like pick it up off the ground, and everyone's like, "Oh." But the
was that in
ballpark is so
Arizona?
deceiving. It's really weird.
no.
Oh yeah, Chase Field
No,
is
in
weird
Texas,
in that
in
way
Texas.
that it has that like. Oh, this is Texas. Okay, I thought you were talking about Chase Field, and I was like, yeah,
mean,
Chase
Chase
Field's like a
Field's
little weird.
dimensional.
No,
in
I
center
was
field.
there. I was there too.
Just
but
You get
yeah,
Chase
just
fielded.
that big board in center field is so.
Yeah, and then you have the
it's so
two
odd.
home run porches on either side, and it's
Yeah.
No,
I-
in Chase Field, I got to see Josh Naylor hit a walk-off grand slam against us. So,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
oh, speaking of
There's
Josh Naylor,
also
go ahead.
I vividly remember a Marcelo Zuna just like bomb, and he just like took
Josh Naylor
It
off
took
the
him, like, 5
bag and
seconds
is
to
no
take a step.
play.
and it was a single
Uh.
because it bounced off the home run porch.
Yeah. Well, Josh Naylor hits a screamer off the third base bag that pops up off the bag just enough to not only score the run at third, but to have no play at first either, even though Josh does not run very well. Okamoto has to eat it and is now 4-0 Mariners in the bottom of the 8th. Runners on first and second, only one out. So have the opportunity for more, but it is nice to have a little bit more breathing room here.
Heck yeah.
All right.
I always remember that.
As soon as I
Diamondback
saw
series.
Okamoto like camp under that and get it, I was like, he's going to throw Josh out 100%. But I guess
I always remember that Diamondback series that I went to where the Mariners were there because well, after it ended, it was sad because there was another road trip where I didn't see them win at all. They got swept. But Naylor and Gino hit grand slams in that series at both games I went to, and they both got traded to us.
Yeah.
I've got a
so Michael
Diamondbacks game
Rucker
for
is
you, Aaron.
now.
Oh boy.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Oh no!
I've got a Diamondbacks game, Mariners game that I want to ask you if you
Luke
remember. It's one of
Raley
the
to
worst
right
games-
field. It is going to be caught. Wow.
Oh,
Leaping
man.
grab from Lucas. But it's going to be runners at the corners again, but now 2 outs.
Yeah, so game I want to ask you about. This was a game in which Felix Hernandez had one of the worst starts I've ever seen him have. Super hot day game in Seattle, and Wellington Castillo hit 2 homers. Lineup was built around Joel
Oh, yeah.
This was
Beef.
for the year. I might as well tell you the year, but that might be helpful,
Mhm.
right? I think 2014. 13, I can't remember.
Oh geez, yeah. I mean, the
It's
Wellington Castillo two bombs, that definitely rings some bells. But man, that's a flashback. Yeah, I mean, I don't remember a ton of Felix Hernandez versus D-backs. I mean, how many times did he even face him? But I definitely remember.
Not that many times.
Had to,
literally.
because that was
Yeah.
obviously
like
way
3
before
times?
interleague play was like normal.
I'll look it up.
So
Yeah,
what?
I mean,
Once every 4 years were they even playing? And then you have to.
And then
get
they have the
lucky on
lineup in the
a
rotation.
3-game series.
Let's see.
Yeah, that's why it sticks out
Yeah.
so much. as
He
well.
had 3 appearances against the Diamondbacks, and he had a 4.71 ERA with 19 strikeouts.
This one might be the one that like ruined it because I remember
Yeah.
it was like 1 inning maybe that he
Yeah.
languished.
Yeah, here. I think I do remember it. He had 7 strikeouts, but went 6.2 innings with 12 hits and 7 earned runs. Both home runs he gave up were to Wellington. So,
Okay.
Beef Wellington.
Beef Wellington. Do you guys ever had a beef Wellington?
No,
No.
I
I've not.
I have not either. wonder how many
None of
people
us
I
have.
know.
Okay. I thought you were about to tell us like how good it is or something.
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh,
nope,
no.
none of us
I
have.
just realized I've never heard anybody say, you know what was good? This beef Wellington that I've had. It might be like
I've known
might not even
people
be-
who have.
I've heard it's good. Like people do say it is good,
The
but
English.
it's also very rare to find anywhere that makes it. So
Mhm.
it's a pain in the butt to make probably, and I will say, I mean, it looks like it could not possibly be bad.
all right. Cole Young strikes out, and it's now 4-0 Mariners going at the top of the 9th. It's either going to be Rucker or Munoz. We'll see who they go with it being a 4-run lead now.
I would go to
waiting
Munoz.
I would go to Munoz too, and I think they will because he probably needs some work. You have the
It's
day
the
off
top of the
tomorrow.
order as well.
Yeah, it's Lucas. It's literally the 1, 2, 3. Lucas, Vlad, and Okamoto. So I think you go to Munoz here. But as soon as the MLB app updates, I will advise.
So update on that perfect game. Perez got pulled because he was at 93 pitches, and they immediately walked the first batter.
They
Sweet.
took him out of a perfect
They
game.
took him out.
It's his third start off the IL, I believe.
Yeah, but perfect game.
They rushed him
Like-
back too. He wasn't supposed to be back this early.
It is Munoz, by the way.
That's good.
That's good.
It's tough. I mean, I still get it though
I-
because he's been kind of hurt a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
I
I
hear
mean,
you,
he-
but it, like
He is as
a perfect
frail as
game is like
anybody.
kind of the one thing.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I
I
you
get
couldn't
both sides.
drag me off that mound.
I agree with
Yeah.
that point. Perfect game. I wouldn't have taken him out. But I will
No,
say
what
Perez,
they
like,
combine for?
Yeah.
They come. Well, now they're going to
I don't even
combine
know how
for a
that
no hitter
works, like-
potentially. But like,
Yeah.
I mean,
That's not even a
It's just
perfect
a-
game
I
at
don't
that
know.
point, right? If they even get it, if it's a reliever.
No.
Yeah, no.
no. I mean, you still do.
I mean, it's a
technically,
combined
because you didn't
perfect
allow a base
game.
runner, but
has there ever been a
but a
perfect
combined
game?
perfect game
one?
is whatever.
I don't think
I
so.
doubt it.
I don't think there's ever been a combined perfect game.
Hey, I mean,
I'll
that would have
look
been
it up.
unique.
If I,
But
I don't even know how to query that in stat.
has there ever been a
Yeah.
combined perfect game? Yeah.
No, I doubt it.
But gentlemen, I've got a watch party for the England versus Mexico to go to, so I will.
Hey,
Okay.
give us a score.
Guys. Oh, a score for England versus Mexico. I'm thinking.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
I'm going. I'm going to
so
go 3-2 England.
I'm gonna say. I think England is gonna win, but the elevation at the Azteca it might be too much. So I'll say 2-1 England. Or I'll say 2-2 and it goes to pens and England wins on penalties.
So I was gonna say the same thing, but Mexico on pens.
Ooh. I
Yep.
do like that too. So let's just
Well,
hope for
okay,
a good
I should-
game. Like an
I'm
exciting
gonna
game. But I
revise.
think England's gonna win.
I'm gonna revise my prediction because I did say to my dad last night that I think Mexico's gonna win it all. So that would make no sense for me now to guess England wins. So I'll do Mexico and I'll do 3-2 Mexico.
I'm gonna stick with 2-1 England, and I think Harry Kane gets the decider.
Like it. I'm going 2-1 Mexico. I think they fly. They come out flying. Like they come out so fast. Like Julian Quinones gets for the first goal, and I think England. Harry Kane gets one late, but I don't think England in the defense is going to have enough quality or on the wings. And I think Mexico's going to outlast them, and they're going to find a way to grind out another goal somehow with one of their wonder kids. Which, by the way, one of their wonder kids, shout out Obed Vargas from the Sounders, best Sounders Academy product of all time.
I think Jude
Right.
Bellingham is going to make a difference too. I think he gets the first and Harry Kane gets the second. Some flashback to the last Euro Cup, which I had a lot more fun at than this World Cup. So
Fair.
Imagine.
I
Well,
miss
yeah,
20
enjoy
so
the-
much. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
I'll
nice
be
to meet
watching.
you.
Yeah, nice to meet you guys. Dom, I've
And
met
use-
you
yeah.
before. I haven't met
Woo-hoo-hoo. Sorry, 3-pitch strikeout of Vladdy. That's nice stuff.
Bye guys.
See you, Aaron. Thanks for
Enjoy
stopping
the
by.
rest of the
Appreciate
game.
it.
Enjoy the win. Later.
Oh, hopefully.
Absolutely.
All right. So top of the ninth, Andres Munoz and Nathan Lucas singled in the first at bat. 3-pitch strikeout of Vladdy. To follow that, Okamoto now
nasty.
up. First pitch is a fastball up and in for ball one. Okamoto's 0 for 3 tonight. Fly out, strikeout, pop out. Needs a ground out for the cycle.
I've never heard that one before.
Yeah, I've never.
And he
I've
pops it
never
up,
thought about that.
and Colt Emerson is under it for out number 2. There is such a thing as like an out like cycle. I think people do are like, oh, you ground out, pop out, fly out, strike out.
That's funny.
Unfortunately, that was not a
there's
ground
also-
out. That was a broken back
There's the
pop out.
Homer cycle. There's the Homer cycle where you do a
Homer
one
cycle,
run,
yep.
2-run.
Yeah, I know
3-run,
that one.
4.
2-run, 3-run.
You've
Grand
got-
Slam, yep.
Yeah, you could do a strikeout, with each one of the bases. I don't know, different situations of runners on base. That would be complicated though, because there's so many different possibilities.
We almost did
I
the
guess
Homer
not that-
cycle yesterday. Just didn't have a solo.
All
Wait,
right.
we saw the Homer cycle
We almost did yesterday,
Almost
but we
had it.
didn't. We didn't have a
Oh.
solo.
Single
for our
no
team.
solo.
Yeah, it's a team Homer
Right.
cycle.
Alejandro Kirk is up to bat. First
Oh,
pitch
you were
was a
saying,
ball.
like, a
Second one
specific
is
player
up and
Homer
in for a
cycle.
ball as well.
I see it now. I see.
2 outs. Andres Munoz looking to get the not save, I guess, for the series win against the Toronto Blue Jays, the ALCS rematch. Or the first series since then. It's not a rematch, I guess, because it's not postseason. But and Kirk is now ahead 3-0.
By the way, Serenity, I was going to say the thing we were talking about earlier with Cal with the step, the toe
Mhm.
tap. I noticed that, yeah, like when he whiffs a lot of the time, right, he ends up on his heel, like, and he's kind of either flying open or losing balance just a little bit, swinging out of his socks. Like if you swing a golf club, that is really easy to swing out of your shoes, your stance. And then his hit, his toes basically ended up right back up the middle. Instead of ending up, on his heels or anything, like he's, foot was down, toes basically right where he wanted to hit it.
It's going to be flied out to Victor Robles under it for out number 3. That is a series win for your Seattle Mariners
Let's
against the Toronto Blue
go.
Jays. There we go. 4-0 win.
The curse of the stream is done.
There we go. We're 2 wins in a row on these live streams, so we'll take it. Good stuff from the boys. Nice win on a Sunday afternoon on national TV on Peacock.
Back-to-back
Lose game
shutouts.
1 2-0, win game 2 11-0, and then win game 3 4-0. So 3 shutouts in a row, except for we end up on the receiving end on only 1. So that is nice stuff. Good stuff from the pitching staff to do that. Overall, great pitching staff. I mean, you have to only allowed 2 runs to the Toronto Blue Jays this series, the whole series. That is some good stuff from this Mariners pitching. Obviously, Logan Gilbert had the insane start yesterday. Emerson Hancock, very good start tonight as well. 7 innings, only 2 hits. Not
Also
as many
only 4 hits
strikeouts,
in the
but
last 2 games.
yeah, just great stuff. I mean, fantastic series win. Oh, that's a good one.
In other news, the Marlins are blowing it somehow.
Yeah.
They were up
Yes,
8-0
they are.
entering the 8th, and now it's 8-5.
Jeez.
It
Only
was
86%
11-0
chance.
yesterday, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Only allowed 2 runs in total all series. Bats were great yesterday and did their job today. Needed that before a very difficult
What's this guy's
Road.
first name?
trip.
Which guy?
Oh, the Marlins reliever Lake.
Lake. Yeah.
Backer? Is it Backer or
Bachar.
Bachar?
I was just thinking, is it Bachar? Bachar, like Backer, Bachar. But I was gonna watch the Marlins podcast and try to see, but
Yeah, he went walk, single, double, walk, grand slam, single, and he's out of the game. Not a
Yikes.
pretty outing.
threw 6 different pitches too.
Yeah, no outs. That's tough.
Damn.
That is tough.
I think for
All
the
right.
Marlins series, I think we're going to be seeing Mayer a bullpen game and Phillips, if I had to guess, because that's how their rotations kind of lined up.
Okay, that'd be.
They don't have 5 starters.
They don't.
No, they're currently running 4.
Mm.
But
So
I
we'll miss Sandy.
think Junk might come back, or maybe not. He's rehabbing right now.
We'll miss Yuri. obviously. Are we missing Sandy? Was he yesterday?
Yeah, he was yesterday, thankfully.
Yep.
But we do get to face Mayer, who's been very good this year. At least, I mean,
Yeah.
we should be seeing him.
All right.
Meyer, yeah.
Yeah, I always like go back and forth between Mayer and Meyer. I don't know what it's properly.
Like, because Alex Mayer is like the our stat guy at the Mariners. That's
Yeah.
the A. But then Max Meyer, the E.
Yeah, it is Meyer.
All right.
Um,
Well, to wrap it up, guys, because we're at 2.5 hours now. That was a pretty quick game, honestly, which was kind of nice considering the last stream was I think 4 hours. So I'll take it a little bit abbreviated tonight, but also on the winning end, some good stuff. From the series in general, Toronto Blue Jays, obviously there's the history there now after the ALCS last year. So, in every series where they come to T-Mobile Park every year is kind of already an emotional series. Obviously, lots of Blue Jays fans go to T-Mobile Park, and that's kind of always the talk, and it's always the thing that Jays fans specifically talk a lot of shit about like, oh, it's a Blue Jays home game, and yada yada yada. Well, in this home series for the Blue Jays, you mustered 2 runs in total, and you lost the series. So good stuff there. Now, I mean, you still have to go to Toronto later on this year, and you may face them in the playoffs again. You still have to get the job done a couple more times potentially. So, I'm not going to like victory lap per se necessarily, but it was a good series and a good homestand in general. They got the job done. They did what they needed to do with a really bad Angels team, sweeping them all 3 games, and then winning a series against the Toronto Blue Jays, who I know have if you just look at their record, you're like, oh, they're not a great team because they're under 500, but a lot of that I think has to do with injuries as well as the AL East being as tough as it always is, right? So I didn't really want to
underperforming stars.
Yeah, I didn't want to assume that just based off a record like it was going to be an easy series by any means, and that's what I wouldn't say it was either. Obviously, game 1, I was really worried about where the series was going to go because of just how ridiculous that game was and the offense and how terrible it was. But what I would say is, they really showed out in game 2, obviously offensively, but also on the pitching side. And then game 3, today, they got it done. They did what they needed to do on the offensive side. The pitching was fantastic again. Overall, just fantastic series. Anything you guys want to say about the series? I guess we'll start with every time I have multiple people on, no one knows who to speak first, so we'll start with Dominic. Anything you want to say about the series in general?
Yeah, I'll say I choose to look at this series as a kind of a moment of turning the page where it's like, okay, they wrote the book on you, right? And it was, you're going to get them to chase out of the zone, with like you're just going to throw a lot of pitches out of the zone. They're going to swing anyway. They're not going to swing at stuff in the zone that much anyway. They're going to have a hard time with these swing decisions. I think they took long enough at bats this series that all the homers came after. So I think specifically the breaking balls, dealing with them better this series, a whole lot better. I think that's like a really positive sign going into this Florida road trip. And I think that Cal's going to turn it on. I think Victor Robles is going to be key, obviously. I mean, you could always say stuff like, oh, it's going to get better, it's going to get worse. But the specific signs like of the thing that they were getting you on, you did better at this series. So the other stuff, I'm sure we'll get better at that stuff too, but I like where we're at in terms of all the bumps in the road.
Sure. Serenity, anything you want to say?
I don't have much else to add to that, but I do want to say nothing because I don't know what else to say.
Good. Let's go. Only top
I
tier
agree with
analysis
everything
on
Dom
Race Truck.
said. It's pretty much what I was gonna say.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah, no, good stuff from the boys. as I said already, fun week, really, I would say. Just having that sweep with the Angels, and then being able to win this series was really nice, and obviously the huge showing on July 4th. Lots of fireworks went off in that game, which was nice. Lots of homers and stuff. But yeah, we have upcoming for the Mariners a 3-game set in Miami against the Marlins, and then 3-game set in Tampa Bay at Tropicana. They were able to recover that from the last hurricane, so that was very nice that they're able to get their ballpark back. So going to be some fun games going on. And then the All-Star break, Home Run Derby, All-Star game right now. Randy Rosarena is the only All-Star on the Mariners. We'll see if that changes. Hopefully it does. Bryce Miller, Logan Gilbert, Cole Young maybe. Would be nice to see them get some nods for
Also,
that. So
we'll say, don't be surprised if Julio somehow makes it because of popularity. Probably doesn't deserve it, but if you actually look at the American League outfielders in terms of WAR, he's 7th on the entire list.
Always deserves to be there for those reasons. Like when it comes down to the tie between Taylor Ward and Julio last year, Julio gets picked. Yeah.
I mean, he's going to get picked because of popularity 9 times out of 10. So I mean, it wouldn't, because he'll also be back for the last 3 games of the season, or not season, first half. I think, as far as we know.
I think so too. I think you're right about that.
Maybe not the first game, but who knows? I think he's projected the first game with Tampa, but they could take it easy or something. I don't know. But regardless, he would be ready if they do select. That's what I was trying to get at.
Yeah, it could happen. I really want Bryce to get it.
But yeah, I really want Bryce specifically to go, and Gilbert.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, that's going to be it for this stream. Thanks for tuning in. Initially, the next one was going to be on August 7th or 8th, whichever the 50 anniversary game was going to be. It's whatever, the first Saturday, I think, of August. That's probably going to change, most likely, because I think I might be trying to go up there around that weekend. Maybe not necessarily on that game, but around that weekend. And if that happens, then I'm not going to stream right after that. So we'll see. But otherwise, and there will probably plenty at the very end of September, probably plenty in October, hopefully. But yeah, so at this point, the next one is to be determined, pretty much. But yeah, thanks to anyone who tuned in on either Twitter or YouTube. That's going to be it for it. We'll see you later, and bye-bye. Go Mariners.